intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me, you'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa,
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me, you'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me. You'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And these are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Welcome back to Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3, Day 5. Once again, we are your casters, Annie, and tonight with me is Torix.
Thank you, Annie, once again for the wonderful welcome. And yes, this is the day number 5 for the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. These are the playoffs. Remember this, the grand final is still yet to come. And this is the group number 3 that's going to start tonight. Today and tomorrow are going to be the 12 matches each for this group as well, in which case we will definitely see how they're going to play and if they're going to play any differently from the rest of their peer teams, like the group 1, group 2, and so on similarly, how well they are going to get continuated in these matches. But here we go, starting with the first match of Sandhawk. The plane line is already on your screen. Lakavi towards the Tambang side, but it's Sandhawk. You can still actually achieve all the places that you basically want to go, that you basically needs to secure for yourself. There is Mognai, there is Cow, there is Hatin. All of the places, all of the perimeters are still accessible.
Yes, and this is Sandhawk, so this is a small map. This is a bit of a warm-up map for our 18 teams tonight. So since this is group number 3, these are some new faces that we'll be seeing, and these players will be playing against each other for the first time. So basically, they're just testing the waters and just seeing what strategies will work out against the other squads. But for now, we can see that the first circle has come up to about the southern western side. And we can see here already West End Esports seeing and spotting members of VNTY. And later on, we will find out whether or not which of these teams will be wiped out soon.
Well, we definitely have to see which one of these teams will be wiped out soon. But starting at the very perimeter, at the very start, very beginning, Team DOS. They didn't even join with the full squad. They are the only team around this area in this match that joined with a 3-man squad. But JFES changed, getting Zeron's a player down. That's one down. It's a full confirmation, instant confirmation. That's flushed blood coming around within the 2 minutes marker. So this is definitely good. Getting that first blood within the 2 minutes marker, I have hopes. I still have hopes right now for these players and for these teams.
Yes, and we can expect that things will go really fast right now, and Neon loses one member needing that revive, and it looks like Shady does go to the grave completely, and that just leaves 69 players left in Sandhawk. And for now, it looks like Neon will be actually Yonko is all alone in this area. So now for now it's just a disengage. There's nothing happening in the kill feed, and everyone is back to trying to secure some locations and get those resources in the bag.
Oh, they're definitely trying that, but aside from this, it is still 18 teams. We have to remember this, that there are still all the players, and this is Sandhawk. This is one of the vilest map there ever is. The early fights, the early contestations, and those early frags are definitely coming around the way. Even the third parties will be definitely coming around, but 3 minutes have so far passed. Team West End Esports, they managed to get one knockout on their side, on their players, but a good thing that we definitely saw was that they managed to get that survival done as soon as possible. They didn't let the opportunity on the other team that they can actually engage or rush upon on the players get those elimination done. But VNT, there we go. After getting that first knockout on the Team VNT side, VNT actually retaliated back once again with another knock.
Yes, those were just the trades of knocks, but at least no one got eliminated in that trade-off. And it looks like off-screen we see another engagement from another team. But for now, we can see West End and VNTY. They're just watching each other, trying to see if they can pick off another one of these members. Because so far, both teams still have all 4 members standing left in their squad. So for now, they're just trying to see if they can find some information and find a way to go in and push into the other team and try to wipe out the other squad.
They are trying to wipe out the other squad at this time, but a grenade goes over their team. A QR, wait a second, QRT. The guy just barely managed to survive with that slither of HP. He's on the silver line. One more shot, even a single wind blow from the player can actually eliminate him at this time. But finally, back to the 75% HP. He gets his first hit kit popped up. Now, Python from OTR, he's going to kick a grenade. He's going to try to throw it up, but easy. Once again, he is into the close proximity. The grenade definitely did a lot of damage. Now, he is in the water, so healing is one of the things that you really need to do at this time. But King 106 definitely came around, got the knockout on the 2018 Alpha, and the same time King as well. That's 3 back-to-back elimination done. Outrage Esports actually managed to get that 1v3 done by the hand of Python.
And dead on sight is dead on sight. Actually, they got completely eliminated. The first elimination of a whole squad in this group, actually. And for now, it looks like we're back to Vanity Esports, rather, against... Oh, actually, it looks like they are going to rotate out of this place because they are getting eaten up by the circle. And for now, it looks like it's a little bit quiet. And, of course, the circle is going to force everyone to move into a closer proximity, and that will just spell a lot more engagements later on.
It definitely will be the case. That's the first tussle that we actually witnessed a while ago. And that first complete team wipeout, it happened. But now it is Team Fen versus TTS Evo this time. The Uzi versus the UMP. The Uzi definitely is trying to fall short, but oh, he's on the reload. And this is the sad thing about the Uzi, that you can possibly get on the reload side instantly. That's a knockdown, that's a finisher. And from this point onward, Team Evo, TTS Evo, they're down to the last 2 players that they are, Lahute and Jelly, the only 2 guys that will try to survive for the teams. Getting those kind of elimination, these kind of frags early on, is definitely going to put you in a lot of pressure from this point onward, because it's on top of that Sandhawk. You already know the fights are going to be intense. The fight are definitely going to be at any time a third party, a fourth party. There can be like more than 2 different teams at a single place to try to take the fight. So a man disadvantage, it's going to like hit you so hard at this time. But TDS, they haven't given up. This is the best thing that I do love about the team from the PUBG side, that nobody gives up until the very end. Lahute definitely did a lot of damage. The player comes in close. The DBS could not make a jump on the player. And with this, it is TDS Evo X down to the last man there is.
Yes, and it looks like the last member of TTS, they are trying their best to at least get some eliminations in the bag. It looks like Jelly has put some bullets into their side, but in the end, it is the end for TTS Evos for now, and that is the second team completely eliminated. And Fen returns, they at least have all of their members still standing, but 3 needing that revive. But at least they have 4 eliminations on their side after completely eliminating TTS Evox out of the picture.
That definitely is the case right now, but it's just another team. That is just another squad fully getting finished up at this area. We are still down to 16 more teams. 7 minutes so far has passed. And in the Sandhawk, majority of the players are actually outside of the circle. They are trying to retaliate back. They are trying to come around the perimeters. But on the other side, if we're talking about the team FZ has managed to get those 3 eliminations into their own backpacks. In the mini screen, you can see another team trying to approach out the situation where they want to get inside of that circle. But team Game Over Lana. Now, these guys... they have another party right close to the proximity, and that is the team wasted at this time. The grenade is being cooked. The grenade will definitely get that shot, maybe on the player, but as soon as 1 grenade is going to ensue on the team LONS, they are going to at least take 1 player down from the team Westend Esports as well. Aman gets also knocked down. There goes the Molotov. It's going to definitely put a knockout, a finisher on the side.
And it looks like between the 2 teams, it's not over just yet. West End versus LONS. Lots of their members on the red, and even 1 member from Game Over Lona needing that revive. And they only have 1 elimination in their name. But then again, the group number 3, they have 12 chances. They have 12 maps to get all the points that they can get in order to secure their slot in the finals. But for now, it looks like actually WKG is in a bit of trouble. 3 members needing that revive, and this one last member, Zangetsu, can you do? And actually, they can't do much. Their team completely gets eliminated. And Outreach Esports, it looks like they have spotted another squad nearby and they are lining up their crosshairs trying to get those eliminations. But it looks like they don't have the opportunity to get those pickoffs just yet. They have 3 eliminations in their name, but they also lost one player in their roster.
Oh yeah, it definitely is the case. But 3 elimination, it's still a decent, I would say decent trade-off at this point, but 15 teams, any this is somewhat of a finally really fast paced, not a really fast paced, but a medium paced, let's say, Sanhok match this time around. But the only thing that concerns me right now is the majority of the teams that stays outside of the circle. I don't know what is going on in their head, but they need to move inside of that circle as soon as possible. Even one more team may just actually fall short because the player is about to get eliminated because of the play zone. And in 3, 2, 1, he goes out. Western King. He is no longer into the game. Team West and Esports, they are out of the match. Another team getting out with a bang. But 0 points in this match. It doesn't look so good so far. It doesn't look so good. There's so far 3 teams without even a single casualty to their name, without even a single point to their name, getting those eliminations. So it definitely puts the players in a position like, whatever are they gonna do? What thing do they need to do to get themselves in a safer side, in a decent position that they can possibly have at the end of the day?
Yes, and this is the first map of out of 12. Still, you can't be complacent. You have to get those eliminations, those placement points, because you only have so many chances to rake up points, and you don't know what your luck will be like in the next maps. And sometimes you land in a wrong place and you don't get the resources for any early engagements, and you just end up getting picked off early on. So if you're lucky enough to have survived this long in this map, then might as well get those eliminations. Speaking of which, it looks like Vanity Esports is in a bit of trouble. One player getting down and another one needing that revive. And it looks like in their side, they do get the 1 elimination against this squad over here. It looks like that would be Neon. Neon shooting against Cesar, but none of them connecting, none of them getting the knockouts. It looks like the kill feed is still clean, and behind these doors, it's Neon. Will Vanity Esports get that knockout? Will they get that elimination? But another thing, the circle is eating them up, and it looks like Neon does eliminate Vanity Esports completely out of the picture with 4 eliminations to their name and also 2 eliminations on their side.
Oh, that definitely is 2 eliminations to their side. DCM so far, Team FC, unfazed. They are definitely going to be unfazed, but oh my god, just look at those numbers. The amount of pure players and the positions inside of those circles as well. The circle will definitely go to the western side. No, it goes to the eastern corner. Boot camp it is. I was pretty sure it's going to head towards where the least players are, towards the ruin side, but no, that is not the case this time around. On the southern side, though, DCM unfazed, they're close to the Team Arc. And in any time, in any of the short time, in a short while, we will definitely are going to witness some of the casualties, because Kuda Boss, he is so close to the Team Arc, and Team Arc, they have not even the slightest of idea on what they want to do.
And speaking of Team Arc and FZ, there's also a third party nearby, JF, and it looks like this will be between F2 and Arc for now. Unfazed, trying to get those bullets to connect, but now he's on for the grenades. And both sides, actually, grenades, and Kuda Boss gets some damage in. But Rex goes down from his own grenade. That's really unfortunate. And now he needs that revive. But unfazed, Kuda Boss, they have their eyes on getting those eliminations from the side of ARC. But it looks like ARC, one of their members, needs that revive. But will Kuda Boss get that final nail in the coffin? And it looks like that's gonna happen. Now, Kuda Boss, yes, they do get that elimination. I just saw 1 point going to their name, and it looks like he's on for another one. Will he get that? Yes, he will get that elimination, and that's 5 to the name of DCM Unfazed. Will he get a third one with that grenade going into the house? It looks like that's not gonna happen now.
That definitely is going to be the case, but Kuda Force. In fact, Kuda Boss, not Kuda Force, but Unfazed. He is definitely a force. Kuda Boss is the Kuda Force right now. The three eliminations to the name of the team. Lana's as well. We can see that's three single elimination. Luzum, there is Manu, there is Rivixi at the same time, but Yash is the only guy that does not even have a single elimination to his name. But three elimination with four men still standing. It is a good thing. It is definitely a decent thing, but another circle shift is about to ensue. Majority of the teams, majority of the players are still outside of the circle, struggling to get their way inside of that circle. But JFES, Tommy on the Pioneer side, the Brit side, he is definitely going to take that fight against the Zeron, but before any of that can happen, the JF, Ezio, gets a finisher by the hand of Team FZ as well. But talking about the other guy, the only solo guy that is right now alive from the Team JFE Sports, let's see how well can he survive in this proximity, because the damage from the circle is really a big one. Timmy did get a knockdown, did get a confirmation. It is a good job. It is a job well done, but you need to heal as soon as possible. You definitely need to heal. And the best part about the JF, in fact, oh my god, is that they have the circle. They are outside of the blue damage, so they can either force the team as they're on to retaliate, push towards them, or just accept the fate that they're definitely going to lose their health to outside of the circle.
Yes, and there's a lot of things happening outside of the circle, surprisingly. And see, a lot of people are losing their lives to the play zone. And over here, Game Over Simp, they are also getting eaten up slowly, little by little. Their HP is going down. But meanwhile, DCM Syndicate, they are in trouble, and they're left with only one member left standing. And now Lona. It looks like DCM Syndicate, meanwhile, actually got completely eliminated. But over here, another team gets eliminated as well. But over here in Game Over Lona, it looks like they have one last member standing. But they did a good job. They have 6 eliminations to their name. But that might be over now because RYVXI, they are all alone. And what can you do when you are all alone and there are multiple squads outside waiting at your door? And it looks like they are in trouble now. In the hands of Syndicate, they get taken out completely from the picture. And meanwhile, it looks like we are down to our last 4 teams, actually, with Neon's complete elimination.
It is the case. We are down to the top 4, ladies and gentlemen. Fen, Lonza, Xerxia, in fact, an OTR. It is Xerxia at that time that managed to get inside of that circle from the side of the players of JFE Sports. Team Fen is down to the 3-man as well, because one of their player, the Jumbo, Fen, is knocked out. That's taps going around the vicinity. OTR Python gets Jumbo out. Team OTR, they're getting their 4th elimination into the proximity. Team LONS, Lana's. At this time, they're going to throw a grenade. Oh my god, it could have been detrimental on the players, because Sentex definitely got eliminated. But Madhu is waiting around the area that he knows. He knows that the player will be forced to retreat back inside of that circle. Either he's going to deny that elimination, so they have nothing to lose but everything to gain from this point onward. But on the other side, the Team OTR, the position that they have put themselves into, is a really detrimental one, because Team Fen, Team Lana's, they are definitely going to get engaged into a fight. But Team OTR will have a decent chance of using this opportunity to do a third-party rush upon on the players. DCM Xerxia gets a finisher outside of the play zone. The grenades are definitely coming around the proximity of the team of Game Over Lons. But Anish, Soul, Madhu, Tama, all the 4 players are alive. They're gonna take one down. They're gonna take second one down, and oh my god, back to back, that's 2 down of the Team Fen, down to the very last guy that they are. It is a 1 versus 2 versus 4 scenario from this point on for Team LONS. It is maybe an easy winner chicken dinner coming around for these guys, and this is definitely going to be the case. In a split second, Fender Turns also gets eliminated. OTR gets eliminated as well, and it is a winner chicken dinner to the side of this team.
Yes, and that is Lons getting the first winner chicken dinner, but that is actually because of their beautiful position up in the elevation of that hill. So congratulations to our first winner chicken dinner, and of course, that was Maldives Championship Contender Series. That was our first map of the day, Torix.
That definitely was our first match of the day, and it was an amazing one. The way the team actually played and the way that they performed, it was really good. But going to the winner of the chicken dinner stats, that's 12 elimination, 22 total points that they're gonna secure. And after this first match with the chicken dinner, it is definitely their name to the number one, hashtag number one. 1700 damage though. That looks really, really good. But going to the team Alon's and their overall like stats, individual players, those were some decent numbers. But now it's time. I think it's time to find out who is going to be the MVP of the match, who is going to be the top fragger of this match, and how well he actually played. But before any of that can happen, we definitely will go to the match summary. 59 at total elimination, 60 knockouts, 91, 63 of the total healings, 4 grenades, 36 assist, and 0 vehicle elimination. This is the MVP, and it is none other than the Kuda boss.
Yes, I saw Kuda Boss a while ago, and I actually agree. Yes, that is MVP behavior right there with 5 eliminations, 804 damage, 1 assist, 6 knockouts, seals of 248, and of course, survival time of 4 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's actually amazing, getting that MVP while only surviving for 4 minutes. Kuda Boss, kudos to you, actually. And you're definitely unfazed from that.
They definitely are unfazed from that, but the top players of this match number one is Kuda Boss, then there is Lons, Anish, there is Madux, there is Huru, and last but not the least, from the team LONA, Lana. This is RYUXI with 3 elimination, 344 damage, and majority of the players actually got 3 either, or it's a full 5-5 elimination numbers. The only thing making a difference here is the damage. Survival time of 4:2 with a lot of damage, like 800, 900 damage. But Team LONS, Team Lons are going to be the winner of this match. 22 total points. After that, Team FZ, Team FEN, Team OTR. All of these 3 teams are going to secure 10 points for themselves. Xerxia, Team Lana, they're going to have 8. Neon with 7, 5 for Sin, and 3 for Concept. Making sure that from this point onward, there will be more than at least 3 teams at the very least that's not even going to have a single point to their name, Annie, because we saw it. We saw it at the very start that at least 3 teams did not manage to get even a single point, and that's exactly the case. That's 4 teams: ARC, EvoX, West End, and WKD.
Yes, and all the meanwhile, while those teams have 0 points, we also have some 3 teams with 1 point. That would be DOS, Zeron, and Vanity Esports. And of course, with 2 points, we have JF, and we have 3 points with Simp. And this is once again the match schedule for our day number 1 group stage. For group 3, no, that doesn't seem to be right. But yes, actually that was match number 1, and that was Sandhawk. And of course, later on, we will expect to see 3 Erangel maps and 2 Miramar maps, totaling up to 6 matches that we should expect for tonight.
Oh, we are definitely expecting 6 matches for tonight and for the 6 matches tomorrow. But before we move on to the next one, we are going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me, you'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me. You'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And these are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. This is the group number 3, the final group. There is going to be 4 the playoffs. Remember this, from this group, there are 5 more players, 5 more teams that will be moving into the grand finals. But the match number 2, the first wrangled phase, is about to start in a short while. So be with us, stay with us, because Annie, after the Sandhawk match, I am really excited. I'm really hopeful to see if the players are actually going to go for those early engagements or not.
And this is gonna be the exciting part. We are moving on to Erangel, the first of 3 Erangel maps. And of course, this isn't like Sandhawk. Sandhawk is a small map, and Erangel, that's a little bit bigger. So we can expect different strategies that we have seen. Actually, different from the strategies that we've seen in Sandhawk a while ago. Because we'll expect that we're gonna see some vehicles, and of course rotations going into trying to secure those locations, trying to secure some really good positions all around, trying to get those grenades in, those guns. But yes, hopefully we can see something interesting in this game. And now we can see the flight path. I hope we can see a very good flight path this time as compared to the
Ouch,
last few
no.
days. Oh no, we are not.
No.
We are not Torex.
No.
We are not.
Instantly, at the very start, I told you no. As soon as I saw it go from the Zarhi, close to the Zarhi, I am instantly confirmed that, yeah, that plane line is not going to be favorable for anybody at this time. It's actually going to be the opposite. The Southside teams, they're going to have a really hard time tucking themselves in this like situation for themselves. There is Rozok, there is Yasnaya that is accessible, there is Pachinki that's going to be accessible, but the military base, the Primox, the Novorupnoi, the Milta City, the Milta Power, those places are no longer acceptable for the players unless they find a car as soon as possible, and we might see some early fights. Annie, I can tell you, because of the plane line, the circle is going to take a south shift. I have a hunch, I have a feel that the circle is going to take a super hard southern side shift that everyone's going to be mad about it.
Nah. You jinxed it. You jinxed it. It's now in the. Oh man, I'm bad at directions now. That's the central western part, and of course, some of the flight path is inside that circle. So for those teams that manage to land in those areas, they're gonna have a sweet, sweet time. But for the others, they are gonna have a very bad time. For example, WKD, they're already get shot at. You just got off your parachute and you've already been shot at. Like, how unlucky can you have to be? Outrage Esports, a huge outrage, getting that first blood on that unfortunate member of that would be DOS, and I don't know. That was just really unfortunate. But for now, everyone is back to their business, trying to get those guns in the bag, trying to drop off into their favorite locations, and trying to secure their vehicles for later on.
They definitely are trying that, but the main question still arises that if we may be able to see some early fights or not, because this is where things get dicey. Lons came in to the team VNTY Esports. Sasuke gets a knockdown. It's a finisher. That's 2 eliminations back-to-back near the Rozok City side that this team is going to have. Not only this, that team Lons also managed to secure that first winner chicken dinner for the team, for the game number 1, that is Sandhawk. So getting those 2 eliminations early on is definitely going to put them in a really good spot, really, really like confident spot that they can actually utilize and secure more eliminations as the day is going to end. But to the western side, in fact, city of the Georgia pool, we can see the team DCM Xerxia. Close to them is going to be the team WKD in a short while. Xerxia is going to push on these players. 2 players have already pushed to Madara alongside of STEMB. They're together. They are close to each other. Sentex do need to utilize his position to the backside to get some eliminations, to get some shots done. But Steb 9M, you have that grenade. 1 second, 0 seconds. You're going to throw it up. It actually is definitely going to hit the player. A little bit on the damage, but the 1897 is not going to do anything. Western Demand gets a knockdown. WKD Zengetsu gets an elimination on his phase. And right with the Xerxia, that's the first elimination that they're going to have. At the same time, there's the team OTR also securing their first elimination.
Lots of things happening so early on in this Erangel map. Sersha getting that elimination on Zangetsu, but all the while just taking a look at the map, it looks like Razpu is just nearby. Whether or not Sersha will be able to get an elimination of them, that's yet to be seen. But Razpu tries to get those bullets to connect, but that's just not happening. And instead, he is getting hit by himself. And now Razpu not giving up just yet. He sees those vehicles moving and he's trying to get those bullets to connect, but none of that is happening. It looks like WKD, they are down to 2 players left and they are trying to get something out of this game. They already lost 2 players, but they still have 0 eliminations. Now Sersha getting off their vehicles, trying to give a chase to Razpu. Razpu desperately trying to hold on to their life, gets knocked down, and whether or not WKD will be completely eliminated, that's left yet to see later on.
Oh my god, we do
no.
have to see that, but Zersha, come on. You still have that knockout, so it's not
What?
going to be like a difficult situation, but this is what I was talking about. This is what the team should be wary of. Not getting greedy on those knockouts, on those eliminations, because it's going to do this to you. As soon as you're not going to be wary of your surrounding, someone is going to definitely take you down. He's going to get you knocked out, but the main question still arises that Zersha, you still have the opportunity to go. You still have the opportunity to get that revival done on the player, because now you have a position, and compared to the somewhat of a previous 5-10 seconds, a minute ago, that you did not had any kind of a location, but Titan, his monster truck is about to burst down. He's going to drop it down near the player. He's going to get that revival done. But QBZ, 25 bullets, going to take one more down. Can you get 2 more? You're going to get up. You're going to do a lot of damage. 13 bullets in. Now, from this point onward, a lot of damage on Madara, but he had the Sharingan. He had the Rinnegan. And with this, he got that elimination on the last guy of the WKD. It is all over. Team Zersha is going to survive with all the 4 players so far. But the 3 eliminations to their name and another team closing in from the backside. Ooh, I don't think so that you are going to survive from this point onward. Another grenade goes over. Python gets that dung on this guy. He gets a knockdown. Now it's time for the confirmation.
Yeah, and we're gonna see that now. Outrage Esports, the third party of this place. Sersha, they just came back from an engagement, but they do manage to wipe out WKD, but for now, they're a little bit of trouble. Outrage is trying to push into Sersha, trying to get those eliminations in the bag, and it looks like Sersha loses one of their members, and Madara is knocked down. They need that revival. And right now, Outrage Esports trying to get those kills in the bag, but they are getting shot at as well. Sersha not making it easy for them. And it looks like Outrage Esports, they are doing quite well. They do have 2 eliminations to their name. And they spot Sersha, and they are trying to do a split push, trying to go into Sersha. And it looks like Madara does get eliminated as well. And that is the end of Sersha, surrounded on both sides, unfortunately. And so Outrage Esports comes out of that engagement victorious.
They definitely do, and that means that's 2 teams out of this match from this point onward. 2 teams that have been eliminated so far, but it's only 7 minutes. And the first stage is about to close down. The first stage is about to take its shift. From this point onward, we do have to see where the teams are going to move forward and where they're going to hold down their forts. So far, I do believe so the circle might take a Western side, but as soon as I'm going to say this, I know the circle's going to go maybe to the Eastern, but no, it actually, listen to me, it went to the hard Western. Gotcha, the hospital, the Georgia Pool, it's still inside of that circle. So that's one thing that the player can still utilize for their positioning, is the fact that there is still a chance that nobody may be able to take them out from their cities, those compounds that you can secure for yourself. It will allow you to survive even more.
Securing those positions is important, but it'll all come down to luck, whether or not the circle will go into your favor. And speaking of which, it looks like some of these teams, a lot of these teams actually, they are outside of the play zone, so they will get their health depleted really early on. And now it looks like Ben returns doesn't matter to them. They are shooting at members of ARC, does get a knockdown, but on their side they have lost 1 player early on. So for now, it looks like Fen returns. They will be trying to get those eliminations on Game Over Iron Cars. And whether or not who will come out of this skirmish alive. It looks like both of these teams, however, they are outside of the circle. So they have to finish off this engagement really quickly before they both lose their lives to the circle.
That definitely is a true case, but Neon, Bako, look at him into the kill feed. He gets a grenade that takes down 2 of the players in the mini screen. You can actually see 2 of the players from the team being knocked out, and the player is actually pushing to get those eliminations done, confirmations done on the players. Soon, OB, Fen, now he's the guy with the grenades. He's the guy with the throwables. He's trying his level best to use those throwables to get those connections, to get those connectivities and these eliminations down upon on the players. But I don't think that's going to be possible so far because of the positioning and the ability of the players to like survive outside of the circle. But there we go. Neon is going to push. He's going to confirm that elimination. So far, that's 3 down of Team OTR. Oh my god, things are not looking good. Not looking good for the Team OTR. Lucid, the final guy. The grenade's gonna go, but oh, come on, Baco. If it was inside of that compound, you could have easily get that elimination straight up done upon on the players. OTR Lucid, now you need to get in the car. You need to move out of this perimeter as soon as possible, because the more you stay here, the more there is a likely chance that you're gonna die, and that's exactly what happened. Team Outrage Esports, they are gone. They have been eliminated from this match.
Yes, that's unfortunate for Outrage Esports. But for now, it looks like Fen returns. They also are in proximity of ARC, and it looks like for Fen returns, their 2 players are definitely not returning, with only 2 players left in their squad to really get something out of this map. And all the while, actually, Arc also has only 2 players left. It seems that one of their players has disconnected, but Matu, yes, they will get their health depleted, and now they need that revive. So that just leaves Liquid, the last member standing of Iron Cars, against 2 members of Fen. But it looks like Fen, one of their members, is going to be going for that disengage. They are in their vehicle. Whether or not they'll come back and try to get Liquid out, yes, it looks like that will be the case. But Liquid does hear the vehicle, and now he has some idea on where Arc is. And it looks like this will be the 2 versus 1. Who will come out of this alive? That would be Fen returns to Nob, and that is the complete elimination of Iron Cars for now.
That definitely is the complete elimination of another team, another name. Oh my god, this is going way too amazing, way too amazing. Those early elimination, those early frags coming around, those early confirmations into the game, even right now, as the player tries to get inside of that circle. It's straight up amazing, and I just love it. I love every single part of it, but it still comes down to the fact that the players, the teams, they need to move inside that circle. Even if you get outside the circle, there is the fact that you need to move in, still move in the safer side of the circle, and that's what's going to put you into the hard hitting. It's going to put you into a really some kind of a tough position that you're going to constantly being pushing inside of that circle, trying to get inside, because another shift is about to ensue. Team SYN is the only team so far that I can see that is outside of the circle, but there we go. Circle shift towards the southern angle, the quarry region. Someone is still inside. JF Esports, they're in. There is a team IMPR. There's a team Lawns inside of that circle. And on the northern side, the Georgia Pole cities and all those containers angle, they will be getting into an engagement trying to get inside.
And I hope to see those engagements, because so far we are 12 minutes, going 13 minutes into this Erangel map. We still have 14 teams left in the game, and of course 48 players as well. And yes, we can expect, with all the cars going about, that these teams, they have to move into the circle, because that circle is moving in fast. And so far, just checking at the list of teams, it looks like West End still hasn't gotten a point. And I believe in the previous game they haven't got a point just yet. So this is their second chance. They should get those eliminations in the bag. But all the while, Zeron is in trouble. Their car is getting shot at. But it looks like they won't get wiped out for now. it's a little bit quiet for their team. They have 0 eliminations to their name, but all the while Lon's here, 2 eliminations to their name. But it seems that there are vehicles nearby. Whether or not they'll be trying to get those eliminations, we'll just have to wait and see.
We do have to wait and see, and what the players are going to do from this point onward. But you can already see some eliminations coming around on the perimeter by the kill feed. The kill feed is making its noise. The kill feed is making sure that everyone hears what's going on into this match. Team 180 Esports also getting engaged into the fight. Oh my god, taking 2 down out of the 4. But now it is a 1v1. It is a DBS versus the M416. The M416 so far is winning, but DBS is just going to take 1 shot on the player, and that's going to be enough to take down each and every one of their players as well. Team Vanity Esports, they're no longer into the game. Another team gets out of this area, gets out of this match. 42 players remaining with 13 teams within the 15 minutes marker. Team FZ, they did a really tremendous job on getting those 2 eliminations, but the main still concerning factor is that they lost 2 of their players. They actually lost 2 of their players in that fight too, and this is something that you shouldn't have done.
And that will just mean that they will have a numbers disadvantage later on, because a lot of these squads still have all 4 members left standing. For example, Lons, Lona, SYN, Sim, Concept, JF, Zeron, West End, they still have all 4 members left. And if you're one of these teams that are already a duo, for example, DOS, Fan and FC, and then you meet a team with 3 or 4 members still left standing, then you're just at a disadvantage already just by the number of players that are still left. But all the while, Evox, however, with only 1 member left standing, they're in trouble. Jelly nearby where West End is, I can hear bullets being sprayed at. Where that's coming from, I don't know if West End knows where, but they will have to find out sooner or later so they can try to get those eliminations in the bag.
This is the case, but still, what we can see so far is the fact that everybody aside from these 2 teams, the Lana and the team Sim, they're outside of the circle. Whether it's the team captain, whether it's the team FC, whether it's the team Evo X, West End, the captains, everybody will be getting engaged in a fight or some kind, and they need to make their move as soon as possible to stay into the proximity of the safer side angles, because if they don't, this is not going to go good for them. This is not going to go easy for them. It's going to actually bring them chaos, maybe the destruction, maybe the elimination that can possibly like take down each and every single one of their players. So whatever they do, be very careful, be at the uttermost care on wherever you're trying to shift from this angle from.
Yes, I completely agree. And since this is a crucial time, it's a little bit quiet in Erangel and everyone has their vehicles out, but JF spots some vehicles moving about, and they are trying to get those shots into the car strike to see if they can get any eliminations. And for now, they will be getting into their own vehicle strike to give chase to the teams that are so far going about as well in their business. And whether or not any one of these teams will get completely eliminated, that's left to be seen. Looks like we still have 13 teams left, and Zeron is in trouble. Their Bus is their name, Bus. They are under red health, and all the while it looks like a lot of things are happening everywhere. There are engagements everywhere because that circle is just bringing everyone together. And whether or not who will come out of this map alive, we'll just have to wait and see later on. For now, it looks like Syndicate. They have a little bit of trouble with their car, but now the player is just out and about. Yeah, and it looks like it's a little bit quiet now. A while ago, there was engagements, but now it's just everyone's back to their business.
Everybody is definitely back to their business. They are in the circle, but the way that these teams are surviving, I just love it. It's so chaotic that I love every single moment of this like momentum at this point. Team Neon, they're pushing. Shady getting that knockout on himself. There's Yonko getting that knockout, leaving Bako as the final hope for the team. But on the same time, there's another team. There's another team close by to the vicinity, and that is the team DCM Syndicate. Mud, he's trying to get that car elimination done, but no, it's possible, not possible. The players in the cover, team captain, concept, in fact, CPT, they did throw a lot of grenades into the compound, but the main question still arises that nobody got that damage. But there we go, finally a connectivity. Concept 17 went in, got that elimination, knockout, confirmation done on the players and team. DCM and faced in a split second with the team concept. They are done and dusted. 272 meters still outside of the circle. Another shift has taken its way. Another shift has taken its toll to a lot of teams. Team Syntex is there alongside of the team JFES, getting 2 of their players down. 1 of their, in fact, players down. Team Syndicate now. A grenade in the hand. 8 grenades, man. 8 grenades. This is a huge amount, but JF Esports, you're still getting those knockouts, but not those confirmation. You should have eliminated, thirsted out the players while you had the time. And now Team Syndicate, not only they're going to revive their player up, but they're also going to have an easy entrance out of that circle. But I can't say the same for the team Syndicates or Rips, because Rip is against the DBS. One more shot on the DBS side could have been detrimental for this guy, but he managed to beautifully take down the player, get that knockout done. It will be an elimination, and we are down to the very good from the team Janoon Fidha at this point.
JF against Syndicate. Looks like JF is in trouble because they only have 1 member left standing. Very good is trying to get something out of this engagement, but unfortunately their numbers aren't on their side, and that just means a huge team elimination for them. They get shot at by Syndicate, and that is the end of them. And speaking of 1 member left standing, that's the same for the previous team, SDMX, I believe. And we also see that another team has gotten eliminated. And this circle is bringing everyone together, all 9 teams together, 23 players. It's about to get messy. And so far, wow, that grenade right to the face, that gotta hurt. And that just means the elimination of Team Concept.
It is the elimination of the team concept from this point onward. Another taken off the shift from the circle towards the northeastern corner. Team Lawns, you're in a panic position. You're in a really pinched position. 1 grenade, even a single shot, a random shot could have eliminated you from that point onward. But Team Lawns versus Team Lanas, it's happening. Both Lawns, they're once again back to back in a same tussle in the face-to-face fight. But it still comes down to the fact that which one of these teams is actually going to survive and get out of this area unscathed. Simp, Sute definitely got there alongside of the Team Syndicate, got the knockout done, got the confirmation. On top of that, Pew Pew got a knock and a finisher. From this point onward, we are down to 7 teams. The West End, they have a solo. Team Simp, they're down to a duo. Neon with a solo as well. Team Lana with a 3. Team Syndicate with a duo. Team Fen with duo. And last but not the least, on the number 1 with 7 eliminations so far, even in this match, is going to be Team Lawns with 3 players still standing.
Going really well for Team Lawns, but I think I can't say the same to a lot of these teams. For example, Fen and Simp, they only have 1 healthy member left standing, and the rest needing that revive. And it looks like we can see some grenades being thrown by the members of Lawns. They have lost 1 member, but in exchange, they do have 8 eliminations to their name. And just considering the fact that they did get that winner chicken dinner in Sandhawk, this team, Game Over Lawns, they're doing so well so far. This is still the 2nd map. It might be too early to say this, but yeah, they are looking really good. And it looks like for now, another player, Game Over Lana, rather, I believe that's Game Over Lana. Yes, they do have 6 eliminations to their name, but they have lost 2 members. And surprisingly, with the stage 7 circle, only 1 team gets eliminated so far. We are down to team number 5, and it looks like that will change soon enough with 2 eliminations right in our faces, with 9 players rather left standing. Still, it's a little bit quiet, but sooner or later, this smoke will go down and someone will be losing their life soon enough.
We do have to see which one of them is actually going to lose their lives soon enough from this point on, where the DCM Syndicate, they are close by to the vicinity. They are a three-man. They do definitely have a chance of getting that chicken dinner for their name as well, because not only they're inside of that circle, they have a really decent position. They can actually spot down the player, spray them down, in which his Rips did try, but he couldn't get that connection done on any of the players. Team Syndicate, the rest of the players are actually in the backside, behind those rocks, behind those covers. The grenade goes over to the team lawns. There is a slight tilt of the damage, but the player actually managed to move in. Mod, and even Yash got that elimination done on the players. Team Sim, now they are one of the unique team that were still alive, but not for long. Game over, Sim. It is over. It is completely over for them. Team Lawns, they're getting those confirmations on their side because the Molotov, the grenades, are making a really heavy work for these guys. It is basically a 1 versus 1 versus 3 scenario. IO, that's a grenade that can potentially take down the player. Anish gets a finisher. Grenade goes over there. Not a single casualty done, but West Indies Sports, in the meanwhile, they will be the one to receive that casualty out of this perimeter. We are down to the 1 versus 3 scenario, and it is a winner of a chicken dinner for the Team Syndicates at this time. It's 16, not even 16, 17 eliminations.
Wow. 17 eliminations from Syndicate. That is not just in the double digits. Wow, that's almost crossing the 20 line. That is super impressive. Congratulations to DCM Syndicate for their overall rank of number 2, match points 27, total damage of 2,818, total elims of 17, and total points of 32. That is our second winner chicken dinner for group number 3.
It is, but going to the individual elimination, we have Madhi with 906 damage. We have Syndicates Pew Pew with 3 eliminations, 624 damage. There is Ribs with 493. And last but not the least is IO with 3 eliminations. And looking at the damage, it does come into my voice that IO, what is going on with this guy's eliminations and the amount of damage that he has done. But 65 eliminations, 60 knockouts, 73-96 of the healing, 7 grenades elimination. Oh my god, this is a beauty. This is a delight to my eyes. 29 assists though, and 0 car eliminations. So we did not see those car casualties in this match whatsoever. But once again, it is Madhi with that MVP of this match, 6 elimination, 906 damage, 3 knockouts, 1 assist. And on the healing side, he did a 438 healing. He had a really decent amount of healings that he even managed to get that one popped off.
Yes, and actually, look at the top players. There are 3 players from Syndicate that made it in the top 1, 2, and 4. That would be, of course, Madi with the 6 eliminations, Ripsy with 5 eliminations, and someone from Lana, which is Manu88 with 4 eliminations, Ayo with 3 eliminations, and Offense 010010 with 3 eliminations. I believe that's probably like binary for something, and if you guys know, then congratulations. But for now, this is the match rankings. Of course, our winner chicken dinner goes to Syndicate with with that 17 eliminations. That is total points of 27. Lons coming in second with 14 points. Lana with 9. Sip with 8. Fen with 7. Neon with 6. OTR and West End with 5. Sersha with 3. That is the first part of our table. And of course, moving on to the next table, we will be seeing the top number 10 to the top number 18. That would be JF for the 10th place with 3 points, and lots of people in 2 points. That would be Concept, FZ, Arc, and Vanity, all with 2 points. Zeron and Evox with 1. And unfortunately, Dawes and WKD walk away from this match with 0 points.
They definitely did, but going to the overall, it is Game Over Lawn still on the number 1, 36.32 for the team at DCM Syndicate. Team Fender turn 17 alongside of the Game Over Lana, 15 for Outrage, Neon with 13, 12 for DCM Unfazed, 11 for Game Over Sims, and Xerxia as well. And that is the end of the first chart of the post-match number 2 into the overall ranking, meaning from 11, we go down to 5 on the chart number 2. West Indies Sports 5. Vidha with 5. 5 for Concept as well. Vanity Sports with 3. 2-2 for SEM Zeron. And Game Over Arkan Aran Cars, in fact, with 2 as well. TDS Evo X with 1 alongside of Dead on Sight. And last but not the least, it is WKD with the 0 points. On the number 18. This is the only team that could not even manage to secure even a single point, single digit to their name after playing the 2 matches. But the top players on our screen, it is Adi with 7. There is Alonza Sianish with 6. In fact, with 1,028 damage. Okay, that is a good number. Lons Soli with 6 as well. There's Io with 5. And last but not the least, it is Maddox with 5 as well. So all I can see is Team Syndicate and Team Lons at this time. The way the number of these players are securing those eliminations, it is phenomenal. But first match went 22 points, second match went 27. There are still 2 more Wrangles, 2 more Miramars still remaining, but we are about to head into our third match. The third match that will mark the half day of today. The day number 1 for the group number 3 is about to ensue. But before any of that, we are definitely going to go for a short break. Do not go anywhere. Stay here. We'll be right back.
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me, you'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
All right, welcome back to Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. This is day number 5, and we have just witnessed group number 3 go at it at their second map, Erangel, in that previous game. Once again, these are your casters. My name is Annie, and tonight with me is Torix.
Thank you once again, Annie, for the wonderful welcome and appreciate it on that. But yeah, the first wrangle is done and dusted. We are about to head into our half phase of the day number 1. Remember this: this is the second wrangle, and after this, there's only going to be one more wrangle, 2 more Miramars. And the way that the players are actually playing, the way that they're actually insinuating those fights, it's actually good and bad at the same time because we're not seeing those complete team eliminations. We're seeing those break-offs on the players, on their numbers depleting, getting eliminated at some point. So something needs to be done by these guys. They either need to take those full fights or they need to survive. They need to survive till the very end so they can have a better chance of securing those points for themselves. But nonetheless, the match number 3 has started. The plane line going from the Senbosca military base all the way up to the Stolber. And let me tell you, Annie, I have a hunch the circle is going to go Georgia Pool.
That will be trouble for the players then, because that flight path is all the way to the west, and Georgia Pool is like northeast. I mean, the flight path is at the east, and Georgia Pool is all the way in the northwest. So we'll just have to wait and see if you really want them to have some trouble. And for now, actually, I can see a lot of teams trying for the military base, and that's just gonna be a really fun thing, a really fun early game engagement for any of them because. And I'm not complaining, so I want them to see some violence in the early game. But for now, it looks like you're wrong about the circle. It is going down to where the military base is.
Oh my god, come on. Why aren't my powers working like yesterday? Come on, I want them to work once again. I want the players to feel the chaotic circle. The circle is going way too easy on these guys compared to the last 2 groups that we actually witnessed. But nonetheless, the players will not go easy on each other. We are seeing a military base being dropped off on the location side. There's Pochinki. There's 2 teams going around the perimeter too. And then there's Rozok with the 2 teams as well. In a short while, we are definitely going to see some casualties. Maybe at the very start near the Rozok side because everybody's out in the open. One player gets a gun. That's a finisher on all the rest of the players around the proximity.
Yeah, it looks like for now everyone's just trying to get those guns, but unfazed, trying to get their first eliminations, but unfortunately their guns aren't good enough. But Sip, they are in trouble. They have landed later than DCM unfazed, and actually right now they have one member that got knocked out, and it looks like that might be an elimination. Yes, that is a complete elimination because I can see that Unvased has one elimination to their side, and they probably had a knockout as well. So for now, it looks like we are down to 69 players, and we can hear those bullets. Those bullets, are they connecting? And so far, the kill feed is quiet, so it doesn't seem that way. But for now, looks like Unfazed, they're trying to get those resources in, trying to push in where Simp is. But for now, Simp, they probably have those guns already, and they will be ready to strike back.
They definitely will be ready to strike back from this point onward, but it still comes down to the fact on what these players are going to be capable of doing. Because so far, there is FC Tata with M16A4 with the Uzi, and I don't like Uzi, but there we go. He changed it. To a Thompson, and now he has a really decent chance of surviving, getting those eliminations out of the players, and making his way on the top of the leaderboard. But JF Esports versus the Team OTR, they're finally getting engaged into the proximity, and back-to-back, those kind of eliminations, those are what we live for. But wait a second, Lon Madhu, come on, you dropped down from your own car, got that knockout, and now it is a really difficult scenario for you guys Now, Outrage, you guys need to do something. You guys need to secure your players and every one of your players, in fact. But the car elimination on JF Esports, that is one. Izio getting eliminated, but Python also receiving that damage, getting that knockout. That's 2 down from the team OTR as well. Team Neon is coming from the back angle, and that's a third party that they have actually insinuated about on the team OTR. A movement on the team OTR side instantly means death, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. The player Yonko gets Maite down as well, and that's 3 down on the team OTR. A while ago, team OTR managed to secure 3 eliminations, and now they're 3 men down. Oof, this is not good.
Wow, that was unfortunate for OTR because they were doing so well. Even Python had 3 eliminations to his name, but over here, Neon walks in and sees OTR down after just getting off another engagement, and now Neon is just out for blood. They have OTR surrounded. Outrage Esports, they are in trouble, and now Neon will be reaping their whole team. And whether or not we can see the first team elimination, yes, we might be. That just turned down to 7, and it looks like we have lost. Actually, we lost Concept somewhere in the other side of the map. And for now, the fight between Neon and Outrage Esports will continue. But for now, let's take a look at DZM on face throwing their grenades at Simp.
It is. That's 17 teams so far, but Concept is the only team so far that got eliminated. GF is alive. Team EvoX is taking the fight against Team Vanity. They're getting some casualties and maybe upon on the players, but Tada, once again, close to the Team Sims. Okay. 5 smokes, not a single grenade. This is so unfortunate for these guys, and not a single grenade. It could have been 2 players in an instance getting those knockouts. But Tada, now you need to push forward with the Thompson, 50 bullets in hand. You can just keep shooting and just keep moving on the players on the proximity as the player is getting that revival done. But Kuda Boss came in, got that knockout on the confirmation. Team Sims is now on the verge of being eliminated, and they got eliminated. There we have it. Team Sims out of the match on the number 17th.
And DCM on FaZe, they did a really good job pushing in to where Simp was staying, and they reaped the benefits of that risk. And they have 4 eliminations to their name. But all the while, TTS Evo, actually, rather, they have 1 elimination. But Bobby right here, he needs to heal himself up, and he does just that. And now they are ready to take on Vanity Esports in the distance. TTS Evox, they're just waiting, trying to get more information before they really push in and try to get those engagements. And for now, I think if I was Vanity Esports, I would have also spotted members of the TTS Evox. And for now, nothing is happening between these 2 squads, and hopefully we can see someone going down later on.
It will be the thing, but Bun on the TTS Evox. Let's see. Bun, can you get the Team Vanity down? Another one. If you do, this is a really good chance for the team TDS Evox to get some decent number of eliminations done on these guys. Bobby, you need to move back. The M4 definitely did a lot of damage. Half HP. You are on the 50% HP side, but TTS back to back. Those shots, those PP Bisons, it's going to deplete the player's HP even more, and it is just on the Jelly side. But Jelly gets a knockdown. Wait a second. Sasuke came in. He got that knockdown. Bun, now you need to push forward. It is a P90 PP Bison, in fact, versus the PP Bison. Bison versus Bison. It is the jump shot that worked out. No, it didn't. Sasuke gets a knockdown, and it's Bobby closing it around on the proximity. The player is still not revved up. Bobby. The player went in. It is a UMP elimination, and it's all over. Team walks beautifully, getting this elimination on the Team Vanity Esports, but at the cost of one of their players, that is Jelly.
And it looks like it's not over in this Erangel map because Fan Returns, they have their own engagements here against, that would be CPT. and they did get that elimination in the bag. One elimination to their name, Fen returns, but there should be other members of that same squad lurking around. For now, it doesn't seem that they are in the map. And speaking of map, actually, they are getting eaten up by the circle, so they have to rotate out of there. Still, then again, we are still in stage 2, but it looks like they might be far off from safety. So they have to get moving, but for now, they are prioritizing getting those resources. But all the meanwhile, I can hear some bullets being shot, and that trouble? I don't see anyone, so that's probably in the other part of the map. And for now, it looks like everyone else, they have the same idea. Well, nope, the car is in trouble. But yes, it looks like everyone will be trying to secure another location since we are moving on from stage 2 in going to stage 3 in about a minute.
Yeah, we're about to go into the stage number 3 in a minute or so. 1 minute before the circles start to close in, and then after that, there is going to be another 1.5 minute. But IO, he's a grenade in the hand. Will it connect upon the player? This is the bigger question because it does, it doesn't. In fact, IO's grenade actually hit himself. He is the guy that's going to get knocked out because of that. Now, you need to leave the perimeter. You need to get that revival done as soon as possible upon your player. Sin, Ribs, Team DCM Cyanide, Syndicate, in fact, not Cyanide. This is Syndicate. And they do need to move as fast as possible towards their own teammates. Going back, it's not going to help you, Ribs. Come on. You go forward, you get close to your own team member, and then you take that fight. But Syndicate, beautifully done, taking Bus down from this parameter. There's a Nemesis, there's Butler, now together. But Butler, Nemesis, the Molotov. Which one of these guys is going to connect on one another? The Molotov did ensued on the player, but unfortunately for the players, but unfortunately for this guy, Pew, none of them actually hit it off. None of it actually connected. But, oh, wait a second. Did my eyes deceive me, or Nemesis just got finished off at that Molotov? The same Molotov that was thrown a while back.
And that was the end for that squad. For now, it looks like it's not over. There is still a lot of violence happening over here in Erangel and ARC. They have 2 eliminations to their name, but there's no one nearby. They can't find any eliminations here, but what they can do, however, is secure this area in case anyone else will find themselves in this place. And for now, it looks like everyone else is trying to secure a location, but so far it looks like Fen Returns has spotted a member of CPT just going about their lives here in this water, and they spot the vehicle, but the player is not over there. They do not know that the player is swimming all the way over there. Okay, crosshairs. Will that connect? And it looks like CPT's last member is on the red, needing that revive. And for now, looks like they will be disengaging. And for now, launch 4 eliminations to their name. 1 player disconnected, and so that's just a numbers disadvantage, especially since there are a lot of teams with still 4 members left standing.
It is 4 members so far still left standing, but 14 teams. I just love this fact that this is the stage number 2 that's about to close down, and almost 4 teams, so far 4 teams that they have been eliminated out of this proximity, this match. Military base, there is the team West End Esports that hasn't even got a single elimination, but they still have another team. They still have a team close to them. The circle is about to take its shift. The circle is about to take another shift. Team Syndicate. That's 3 players alive at the proximity on the bridge side, waiting for the opportunity that the players of the Evox, anybody from the main island tries even to cross that bridge, and they're gonna take the player instantly down. Team CPT versus Team FN. Getting 1 elimination on them. There is the team Fen. ODD getting a full finisher on his side. That's 3 players remaining from this point onward, dead on sight. Now, these guys are also down to the last guy. There is Team Arc, the game over. Arcane Cars, Iran Cars, in fact. So, 4 players, 2 eliminations, and a hovercraft. Not only they have a decent vehicle that they can potentially use to stay into a safer side location, make it a hard cover for themselves, they also need to get inside of that circle as soon as possible. They are on the military base island. now it's just about the factor of time that you're going to use this vehicle, this hovercraft, to just move inside of that circle as soon as possible, and you're good to go.
Yes, I agree with that. It's just good to secure a good location very early on, even though the circle is still quite far away. But that circle is gonna go on to the military base, and everyone else will be trying to rotate. And for example, WKD in a little bit of trouble because Lance is shooting at them. But all the while, I believe yes, this is just between the two squads. And now Lance, they are on the field, but they do have their vehicles as well. And all the while, WKD, they are going down to the ground, trying to get some eliminations in the bag. But all the while, there's another elimination, complete elimination of another team. But for now, we still have 13 teams left in the game. And WKD, all the meanwhile, they have their vehicles out, but they don't have any eliminations in the bag just yet. But that's not the same thing for Lawns. It looks like they have 4 eliminations and they are trying to get a 5th. Will they get a 5th? They will get a 5th if these bullets of Anish will connect, and that's it. That's it. They get a kill from the side of WKD, and that is 5 members down, 5 eliminations rather on the side of Lawns. And all the while, WKD, unfortunately, they did lose 1 member to Lawns, and still 0 eliminations to their name.
Yeah, so far they got 0 eliminations, but I really love the fact that WKD is still trying in this match. Zangetsu is there, there's Rippe, there's Bost, 3 men together. Now close to the proximity of the solo guy that was alive of the team OTR. They got a lot of damage on the guy. Can he get that confirmation? Can he get that elimination? Or the player from the team OTR, he's just going to move out of the proximity. This is exactly what happened. Team OTR still alive, still surviving, but WKD. The sad part about this fight is that they have given out their location to the enemy. They have given out their location to their opponents, and this is not going to work out really good. Team Arc, there's Team Outrage, Elucid, the solo guy that was alive. He not only healed himself back to the 75% HP, just look at that. He has yet to get even a single damage on his vest. He even got a level 2 helmet. So whatever the case is, he's getting upgrades rather than the downgrades at this point.
I agree with you right there. And since it's a little bit quiet, this is the high time to get your resources into your bag. And right now, it looks like we have a lot of teams. Actually, our teams are still in the double digits, and everyone is trying to get into that small circle in the western side of the Sosnovka military base. And that is a mouthful, but still, that is where the circle will be closing in. And for now, JF, they are trying to rotate into the area, but they are getting shot at. And all the while, there is DCM unfazed against JF, who will come out of this skirmish alive. It looks like JF, they are trying to get away, but their health is depleting smaller and smaller and smaller. DCM unfazed, will you get that elimination? And it looks like it is the other way around. JF does get eliminated out of the picture, and that just leaves 12 teams left. And all the while, Neon over here with with all 4 members still standing, and they do have 4 eliminations in the bag. And so for now, it looks like they will be spotting members of these DCM unfazed in the distance. Whether or not they'll be pushing in and trying to get those eliminations, I hope to see that very soon.
I do definitely hope to see that too, but 12 teams, 17 minutes and 36 players are remaining. There goes the OPB shot against Team Neon. Neon receiving a knockout on their side. Western King at the same time getting Jumbo Fen down. Taza Fen is also getting a knockout. DCM Fuch get the Western King down. That is Taza Fen getting a full finisher. Western King gets a finisher. So back to back, it's a tussle between these two teams. FZ and Team Neon. Alongside of there's another in the proximity. That is the Syndicates at this time. But Fuch gets a finisher, and Fen's returned. They're no longer into the game. Western the Esports. Wait a second. They also get a finisher. So that's two back-to-back finisher coming around the proximity. Now, Syndicate, you have 7 elimination. This is a really good start. You are already on the number 2 spot. Getting this match as a chicken dinner, or even 10 more, like 4 more eliminations maximum and getting into the top 3, I think it would be really decent and it would be enough for you to get into the top side position. But for that, Team LONs, they need to be the first one to get eliminated from this point onward, because as long as they stay, they will still have the chance of securing that number 1 position for themselves. The circle goes toward the hard western side, whereas the Team Lana is inside of that circle. Team FZ close to the Team Neon. There is another team, that is a Team OTR, the solo guy Lucid, trying to achieve his way, trying to stay alive somehow out of all the fights that are closing into his area. But OPB Mazara getting Neon's a player down. That's 1 down of the Team Neon. Once again, Team DCM Zersha, these guys, you're getting those knockouts, you're getting those crucial knockouts, but you're not pushing, and this is what's holding you back from your initial moments. The tap, fire, Madara, you could have got that elimination. No, he manages to do a lot of chip and a lot of damage, but not the elimination, not the confirmation at the very least.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate. I saw those damage numbers going up, but none of them getting that knockdown. And although, well, speaking of knockdowns, rips of DCM Syndicate almost got knocked down, but they get away with their lives. And for now, there's a lot of gunshots everywhere, but the kill feed is quiet. No, none of those bullets are resulting into knocks. And no one is getting eliminated just yet. But for now, it looks like Saoirse's Titan goes down. And Lance, wow, 0 eliminations for now. But they are alive, and that's what's important. And maybe those 0 eliminations will change sooner or later. But for now, it seems like there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of bullets to be thrown. And it looks like Lana, they are shooting at Saoirse. All the while, WKD completely gets eliminated for now.
That is a true case, and we are down to the top 9 teams, but look at Team Lana. Team Lana, game over. They're getting those eliminations. They're getting those headshots connected on the players on the backside. Now DCM Zersha, they're closing in to the side of the Team Lana at this time. Steb 9M, now you have a grenade. 5 grenades in total, and either one of them can be a really detrimental one for your aggression, for your eliminations onto the other team. Step 9M, he's gonna throw it up, it's gonna go inside, and nobody's gonna get the damage, but instead the grenade that's coming around from the proximity is gonna do a lot of damage on this guy. 75% HP to all of it down to the 50% HP he goes. We're down to top 8 teams. The Evox down to the last guy as well. There's only one team with a solo player, and that's Evox, in fact. Other than that, it's a 3-3-3, 4-4-4 at this point. We are down to exact 7 teams with 4 threes and 3, in fact, 4-man squad. So 3 complete squads, and the rest of them all on a trio. This is getting really fun.
And it's gonna be fun later on because we are at stage 6 of the circle, and wow, Syndicate in a bit of trouble receiving those damage from the back. Wow, and that would be the end of Ark's Matu. They do get that knockdown, and Syndicate, wow, they only lost 1 member after that. I really thought Ark had it in the bag. They caught Syndicate while they weren't looking, but unfortunately the tables turned, and it looks like over here in Unfazed, they do have 7 eliminations, and whether or not, wow, there's a lot of people here in this building, and wow, I don't even know what's happening, what just happened, but Phase, they lose a lot of members. 2 members left remaining, but 1 needing that 3-5, and wow, that is a finisher, and now Tata is the only one left standing, the hope of the team, and unfortunately, that is just not working out for them. And all the while, Saoirse, Unfazed, yes, they get eliminated with Tata going down, and now Saoirse and Saoirse, what are they doing? They have 3 people still standing. Wow, gets an elimination of Blonde, and completely eliminates ARC out. Syndicate goes down as well, and wow, this is a mess. It's an absolute mess inside this circle. We are inside this building, and everyone's just going down. Lawns, they are trying to get those eliminations in the bag. They have 3 members left standing. Saoirse 3 and Neon 3 as well.
I say I just love the amount of elimination, the factors, the aggression that the players actually put up at this point, to the point that I want to see it again. I want to see it happen once again by all of these players, all of these teams combined into the next match as well. But Neon, I think you just robbed that grenade right to your own face. It's going to do a lot of damage, but barely. Oh my god, with that silver line HP, he survives. Bako, now, Bako, you need to throw that grenade near the proximity of the player. The muscle car is the one that's holding down the fort, that's not letting the player either push on you or letting you push upon on the players. But Lons Toma is going to throw a grenade. Neon is going to get hit with that. Bako also goes down, and it's all up to Shady. From Neon side, it is down to the last guy. That is Shady from this point onward. Lons is a 3-man, Zersha is a 3-man, and Zersha gets to final nail the coffin on the team Neons as well. Neons is out of the match on the number 3 position. So far, it is a 3 versus 3 on the equilibrium, exact equilibrium. Nobody has a circle. Everybody needs to move inside as soon as possible. The players from Zersha Esports, they have the compounds, they have the houses on their side. They're on the rooftops of the compounds, but the players barely managed to get inside of that circle. Okay, the blue zone is still on the safer side, but Madara, now he has given out his position on top of the building. The grenades. It's time for this. It's time for the throwable. It's time for all the utils that you had. Dump it upon in the smokes, in the places, all the proximity areas.
That circle so will be the deciding factor because it looks like not the circle isn't favoring just one squad, and now it looks like Lons is trying to get bullets, trying to shoot at Sersha, but none of them connecting just yet. But Lons, they are on the move, they are trying to reposition themselves, but Sersha, they are trying to shoot at Lons, trying to get them while they are trying to rotate into the area. But Sersha, they are throwing those grenades, none of them connecting until now. Stab is the first to go down in here, needing that revive, however, doesn't get confirmed, and still those grenades, they are doing all the more damage on both sides. But who will come out victorious? That would be Lons. Lons gets the second winner chicken dinner for tonight.
It is Lons with the winner chicken dinner for tonight. Beautifully done by these guys. The second wrangle was an amazing one. Annie, let me tell you, I just loved every single moment of this match. A 13 elimination, game over Lons. Number 1 position goes after this chicken dinner. 59 total points, 23 into the match, and 2383 of the damage that they have ensued upon on the players. There is Maddox with 0 eliminations, 0 damage. There's 4 eliminations for Toma with 497 damage. There is Anish with 5 and 1100 damage. Oh my god, this guy managed to get double those elimination, then double the damage than what he has the eliminations off. Soul, he has 4 elimination with 780 damage as well, 21 minutes of survival, and it is an amazing chicken dinner. It is an amazing ending to the Erangel match of the day number 5. The second last day, the first day of the group number 3. But match summary goes to 63 eliminations, 66 knockouts, 89-24 of the healing, 5 grenades elimination, 40 assists, and 2 vehicle eliminations as well.
And that's the match summary for match number 3. And of course, our MVP will go to none other than Lons's Ionish 7 with 5 eliminations and that beautiful 1,110 damage, 5 assists, 4 knockouts, and heals of 273. Survival time of 21 minutes and 15 seconds. Yes, that is definitely the MVP because does 1,000 damage in one game. That's absolutely crazy. And going on to second place, that is Maddie with 3 eliminations. Lonces Isoli with 4 eliminations. Toma with 4 eliminations, and Pew Pew of Sin with 4 eliminations. So top 3, 4, 5, yes, with 4 eliminations each. And so those are the top players for match number 3. We should be moving on to the top players. Oh, actually, the match rankings, rather. So, Lons did get that winner chicken dinner, and that is just a total of 23 points from this map. And coming on second, Sin will get 15 points, Sersha will get 11, Neon will get 10, FZ will get 8, alongside with Lona and Lona, actually. Arc getting 6, Evox getting 5, and Fan getting 3. And moving on to number 10, that will be OTR with 3, alongside WKD with 3. Concept, DOS, Vanity will get each 1 point. Sim, JF, Zeron, and Weston, however, gets 0 points from this map.
They definitely do. Going to the overall, it is game over Lons with 59, 47 for the Syndicate, 25 after that for the game over Lana, 23 for Neon, Zoshia with 22, 20 for Returns. There is the DCM unfazed with the 20 points as well, 18 for Outrage Esports, game over Sims with 11, and this ends the mark for the first chart of the overall ranking after the match. And number 3, we are officially at the halfway point of the day number 5 as well. Game over Aran Cars, we have 8 total points. Evox getting 6 for the concepts as well. West Indies Sports with 5 alongside of Fida. 4 for the Vanity Sports, 3 for WKD, STMZ, Zeron with 2 alongside of Dead on Site. This is the overall ranking after the match number 3. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. And now with this, the halfway is done. We will be going into our last wrangle, and from that point onward, after that, there is going to be still 2 more Miramar matches remaining for the players. But going to the top players, it is Anish with 11 elimination. There is Mad, in fact, Mad H with 10 elimination, 21-53. There is Soul with the 10 eliminations as well. Oh my god, IO with 8. And there we have Pew Pew with the 8 as well. So it's 11, 10, 10, 8, and 8. Three of the team syndicates. This is really amazing. And 2 of the team lawns. It is all either syndicate or lawns at this time. And even on the complete chicken dinner charts, just look at the schedule. These are the only 2 teams that have their name up upon the charts as well. Mat number 4 will be of the Erangel. Mat number 5 and mat number 6 will be of the Miramar 1. So 2 Miramars, 1 more Erangel, and it is about to be an amazing day, judging from the way that the teams are actually playing, Annie.
And of course, all eyes on Lons and Syndicate because these are the top 2 teams that are performing so far. But we will be seeing how everyone else will be performing in match number 4 later on. But for now, we will be taking a short break. We will be seeing you very soon.
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me. You'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
have returned.
I can feel the power!
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. This is the match number 4 that is about to ensue. But with you guys, once again, this is Torix, and with me, it is none other than my wonderful friend, Annie. Annie, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing really good, and I'm really excited to see how these 18 teams of group number 3 will be faring in our last Erangel map for today. And so far, I'm not digging this flight path really well, all that much. It is going from the southern west, going up to the eastern side of the map in Libovka. And this doesn't give a lot of choices for the squads to land, but you know what, they'll find a way. They'll find a way. Of course, Sosnovka military base is very accessible, and everything else around Pochinki got the quarry and the mansion, etc. But for the northern part of the map, I don't think a lot of people will be risking that area. But for now, hopefully the circle will end up in a really good place for these players.
That is the true case. That definitely is the true case right now. But we still have to see. We still have to go on the fact that whatever these players are going to do, how these teams are going to like take those fights, and how many of them are actually going to go for those early fragments, early engagements. Because that is what I want to see. This is what I want to know. How the players are going to take those fights, are going to take those engagements in around the proximity of this area. But the circle is going to go all the way up to the eastern side, southeastern side, because the military base is still inside of that circle. Going to the team members, the players, in fact, Pochinki, nobody is going to contest that. There's only Lana going at the Pochinki military base. There is only Lons, Xerxia going nowhere up Noi, but Milta has 2 teams. Milta has 2 teams. Even Lipovka and the prison side may have some different teams, multiple teams that we might be able to see, and they might ensue into the fight.
And actually, I saw that map. The circle was so satisfying. There were only a few teams outside of that circle, so for now, everyone can just chill out and try and just stay within the area and relax. Get those resources in the bag. They don't have to worry about vehicles that much just yet because they are safe for the first stage. But for now, it looks like as the MS Zeron, they are already trying to rotate. Although I don't think they have a lot of resources yet, but they're trying to get into this area, this compound. And for now, everyone should be trying to get those resources in, trying to get those vehicles in, because it's still the early part of the game, and unfortunately, I don't think there are any early game engagements. Everyone's still alive. I can see 72 players still up and standing and 18 teams, and I think there might be some changes later on because Dead on Sight has heard Zeron rotating into the area.
They are rotating into the area. Dead on sight. Can you make the Zerons dead on your side? or they're gonna take you out with those engagements to your names at this time. But Alt, hello, be careful of your surroundings. Xerxia, in fact, Zeron, in fact, they have completely surrounded you, 3 angled in a different one, 1 angled from the backside, but the one guy on the team Zeron, he's actually knocked out. Okay, so that's news to me, because I was pretty sure it was a 4 versus 4, but no, not anymore. It is Zeron going around, getting that one knockout, and Mon 105, it's up to you. Go took that engagement completely on the finisher. Bus also gets a knockdown, so ooh, this is looking good. Dead on sight, you are definitely living up to your names.
Dead on site, definitely. We need to see something happening, and hopefully, we can. Once dead on site sees someone, that someone will be dead on site. And right now, it looks like they are in very, very close proximity with Zeron, and that just means 1 elimination. 2! Make that 2 eliminations on the side of dead on site. And as DMZ Zeron, they are in trouble. They lost 2 of their members to CPT, and now will there be the third man going down, or will CPT have the tables turned onto them?
Oh, it is the true case. 4 minutes so far has been passed, and you can already see that's their 3rd elimination that Mon is gonna have for himself. But can he get that 4 single-handedly? The answer is no. Captain Easy got that final elimination, and this is the first to frag. This is the first complete team annihilation that we are gonna see. Zeron is no longer into the game. Vanity on the side. They're also taking those casualties up upon the players. Fenny Sports is going to be the one that's going to get one of their player knocked out. But oh, wait a second. They're making a comeback. They're making a comeback into the position that they're going to get a knockout on their side. But they're going to confirm that elimination onto the other team that was trying to get them down as well.
And actually, just looking at the kill feed, it looks like there's things happening all over the map, and it looks like there will be grenades thrown from the side of Fen Returns, and whether or not Fen Returns will get a confirmation. It looks like Sasuke gets knocked down, though, and now Fen Returns. Taza's Fen will be rotating into the area knowing that someone has been knocked down. They are trying to get that elimination in the bag, and right now we can hear some bullets, but none of them connecting just yet. Another grenade. Will we get a kill? Will we get an elimination for their side? It looks like Vanity, however, they are in trouble, and wow! That's walks in the Lion's Den, and Taza Fen gets punished for that.
Beautifully done, but S12K, oh my god! Whoosh! You actually managed to get all the 3 players out of the vicinity, 4 players out of the vicinity. Tazafen is the only guy that was eliminated at that time. A grenade goes over, oh my god, taking 3. Holy... Oh my god, holy moly, that's 3 down in an instant. The pans, ouch, going with the pans, Arc, West End, you're gonna let that slide by. West End Esports, you are on a solo player, and are you gonna let that slide by? This is my question to you. How are you gonna take this disrespect and give it back to the enemies 10 times fold?
If I were that player, I would have taken that so personally. But for now, Western Esports, their last man standing, and unfortunately for their squad, they only bagged 1 elimination for this game. And Aman all the way from the other side of the building, they get shot down, and that is the end for West End for now. And for Game Over Aaron Cars over here, they do have 4 eliminations, and yes, they did a really good job wiping out West End, but they did lose 1 member from that skirmish. So for now, it's a little bit quiet, and a lot of these squads still have all 4 members left standing, except for some squads, for example, WKD, ARC, and Fan. They only have 3 members left.
Yeah, they only have 3, 4 members. I don't know at this point, because we have seen those solo players did an amazing job that actually were equal to the 3 players at that time. So we can't judge them by the numbers, but we can definitely judge them by the amount of eliminations that they can get in this match. So far, the circle has taken the shift toward the main island. Number of noise still inside of that circle. There is the team Simp, team Lawn 5, and with them there is another team that might get into the engagement. So game over, Simp. You are waiting. You are waiting for this team, waiting for these players to actually get out of the Nova of Noise Xerxia Esports. When are you going to get out? This is the bigger question. When are they going to get out? Because it all depends upon Xerxia's momentum. Xerxia, if they are on foot, then it's going to be a really difficult situation for them to like actually get out of this place alive. But the way so far what we are seeing, Madra has a car, all the players in fact has a car for themselves, so they can easily like rotate from different angles, different locations, even directly slam on the booster and get out of their unscathed area. But Captain, okay, there we go, another elimination coming around. WKD is going to have that another elimination, that second elimination that they're going to have so far, Annie, for themselves.
And it looks like a lot of these teams are doing really well so far. We can see ARC and Fan, they do have 4 eliminations to their name, along with DOS actually. And everyone else, it's a little bit quiet here in Erangel. We are still in stage 2 of the circle, and I believe a lot of these teams, they're just rotating into some other better locations, trying to get some better resources. And of course, over here, Neon, they are making a lot of noise, but good for them that there's not much. There's no one in the nearby places. So for now, actually, Unfazed in a little bit of trouble. It looks like one of their members will get knocked down, needing that revive, and that would be an elimination, and one more needing a revive. And all the while, Concept over here has spotted another squad from a distance. They are getting shot at, but good thing they still have their lives. See that? But how long? For how long they are shooting at members of Outreach Esports all the way up from the high ground. Who will come out of this engagement alive? We will see sooner or later.
Definitely will see sooner or later on how the players are going to go, how they're going to make it for themselves. It all comes down to the fact on whatever the case is, however the players are going to move forward. It all depends upon them. But other than that, if we are talking about the number of players, the number of teams that are alive, it's 15 with 52. We are seeing duos in this match early on. That is Team DOS, that is Team FZ. Aside from that, Team ARC, OTR, and Xerxia. They had the 3-man, but oh, wait a second. Xerxia no longer has a 3-man. They're down to a single player. Wait a second. Xerxia, one player that was knocked out of the 3, he got knocked out. Okay, Xerxia still has 2. My bad on that. So Steb and Madra, they're together. They're alive. The third guy, that is Titan, he's the guy that's knocked out. He is the guy that is knocked out and needed that rep as soon as possible. Madra is going to take that fight against the player. Tama from the top side is going to take Madra down. And now it's finally down to the very last player of the team, Xerxia Esports. Steb, 9M, it is all up to you. You are being spotted at this point. There is nowhere else for you to go, and there is nowhere else for you to hide. Anish is also coming in from the other proximity, and if he sees you, it is an easy elimination to the side of the team Xerxia, maybe.
Yeah, Xerxia is surrounded from all areas, and it looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Stab is surrounded from all corners, and right now we can see something happening because for sure Anish will have seen him, and Xerxia, they get shot at, but not before he takes Mad with him. Wow, that is the end for Xerxia, and unfortunately Mad was only knocked down. So Lons, they don't lose one of their members, but they are getting eaten up by the circle. So we'll expect that although they did come out of that engagement alive, they will have to change locations soon enough. But for now, let's take a look at the other teams. It looks like WKD, it's a little bit quiet in their area, but I believe they can hear some cars coming in, so they will have to prepare for any potential engagements later on. And that circle is going smaller and smaller towards where Prison is and Milta Power.
Oh, it definitely is going over there, but the main question still arises. The main question still ensues on how the players are going to get inside of that area sooner or later. Because the radius, I don't think so it's possible. I don't think so that staying alive at this angle is going to be possible for these players. So it all comes down. It all comes down towards whatever the case is going to be for all of these players, how they're going to move forward from this point onward. Even right now, you can see at the western corner, there's the WKD close to another team. Arc is also coming from the northern side, the mansion side, and everybody, as soon as they're going to like get inside of that circle, make that ball out of this area, they're going to like make a packet out of it. That's where the real like retaliation starts. That's where the real like examination starts for these players on how they're gonna survive, where they're gonna like secure their players, like where the position they needs to be at, and at which angles they actually need that can put them into the safer side, but not the other team around.
I agree with you there. The positioning of these players, they have to think about that. Like for now, looks like Concept, they have the numbers advantage, and it looks like there are teams surrounding them, one at the northeastern side and one in the southwest, but now they are rotating into some areas where ARC is, but they are getting shot at. That's not good for them, and they are depleting on health, but they are not getting the eliminations that they need. But all the while, Game Over Iron Cars with 4 eliminations to Matu himself. That is amazing performance from one of their members. And for now, they are shooting at a member of CPT. That was CPT, I believe. And all the while over here, JF in the close proximity, they can hear the engagements between these two teams. And they might be the third party that they just need. But for now, Neon also lining up those crosshairs all the way up to the mountains. Will they get that Will they get that elimination that they need? So far, they only have one. They need a second. They need a third in order to boost their way up the leaderboards.
They need to boost their way up to the leaderboard. That is really a definite thing. This is not the way that you need to do. That is not the way that you need to go at this point. And every single match, every single point is actually so much important for you guys, because mainly on the fact that before this group, in fact, we saw 2 groups that were playing super slowly. We were like, yeah, they're gonna take those fights at the very end, but these teams, just look at their aggression. We are in the 3rd stage, right? We are in the 15 minutes marker, and everybody is kill hungry at this point. That's another elimination to the team Concept. Mythical is gonna have that elimination to his name. 4 eliminations so far to the team Concept so far. But another circle shift is about to ensue. The team at the very southern corner, you can see the Neon close to another proximity, but oh my god, this circle! What is up with the circle and its love for the Milta City and the Milta Power?
And that circle is just basically going at it, just telling everyone like, oh, I'm gonna mess with all of you, but all the while Neon does get 1 elimination in the bag, and that is the end of Fen Returns. That just leaves 13 teams left in the game, and it looks like dead on sight over here. They will be dead on sight sooner or later because they only have 2 members left standing, and over here, Game Over Lona isn't game over for them once they get shot at. Looks like that is the case. The 1 player goes down, needs that revive, but they still have 2 players left in the game. And whether or not they will get the engagement that they need, and whether or not they will revive that last player, it looks like that won't be possible because they have lost 2 players now and still 0 eliminations, and there might be another player lost to this place, but they do get cover and they do get that healing into the bag. And now for now we can just hear gunshots all the way, because if you look at the map, everyone's just here over here in Milta Power Plant, and now we'll just have to wait and see who will come out alive.
Oh, we do have to see who's going to come out alive from this angle at this point. So far, what we are seeing is the fact that nothing of the sort is happening. Nobody is going for those engagements of the swords the way it's supposed to be. But there we go, DCM Syndicate. 1 player's down. IO. Wait a second, there is the Lons. Lose him at that point. Lana's lose him at that time, and he was just there to take like a diplomatic talk with the person's players, but they're like, no, we're just gonna wipe you out with the DBS, and yeah, your team can actually rush upon us if they want to, we're gonna just revive our players. But on the other side, JF Esports, 2 players, oh my god, are down. It is down to the last 2 players. That will be the sole reason that JS Esports is so far is still alive. DOS. I really want to see where their position is going to be, because one of that team is on the bottom line, is at the very bottom line of the overall ranking. So staying alive till the very end, till this circle, is a really commendable force by these guys. But another circle shift, finally, Annie, to the northwestern corners. Out in the complete open it goes, and we will see our winner chicken dinner maybe at the end of the circle.
Out in the open, that just leaves a lot of fun. And for now, Lance does get Arc down, and that is a whole elimination to their team. And the violence doesn't end there. TTS Evox spots Lance, tries to get some damage into their side now, throws a grenade. Will he get that kill that he needs? And it looks like Lana will be getting a player from CPT, however, but TDS Evox, will those bullets connect? And it looks like that vehicle just blocks the bullets off. And that's like a reverse friendly fire, I believe. But for now, Lance throwing in those grenades. They do have 5 eliminations to their name. Will it become a 6? Sooner or later, we will find out. But for now, that doesn't seem to be happening just yet. They need that information. They need to know where TTS is before they can really execute their plan. And right now, 11 teams still left standing. And we are now stage number 5 of the circle. This game will be going down really soon. We will be seeing a lot of eliminations, but for now, everyone is still trying to get the proper angle to execute their plans and get those eliminations in the bag.
Oh, that is definitely true. Definitely true at this time. But aside from this, it is 11 teams. Still 11 teams. And we have seen these players play back to back so far, and the way that they're playing it's actually commendable. But there we go, once again, Shamatu trying to get those shots connected on the car, no connection whatsoever. Lons Esports on the other side, taking the players against the team TTS. In fact, oh my god, okay, TDS is also getting those damages on themselves because Evox, they're over. I think they're over. They're finished at this point, but that's not the case. It is actually Ewoks that's going to take down the team Lons. On the other side, there is the team Game Over Lana. Now, Manu, he managed to get a shot connected on the team OTR. Queen gets a finisher right at the very instant. WKD gets a finisher on the number 9. Number 8 gets down. That is the TTS Ewoks at this time, as they get eliminated by the hand of the team FZ. Team SYN take down one of the player of the team SYMP. Simps is also into the vicinity, but Playzone, oh my god, it played a really big part, Annie.
Yes, the Playzone is gonna just bring everyone together, all 15 players left standing into that very, very small circle. And still, we still have 6 teams left standing, but that won't be the case for long. And we can hear some grenades being thrown, some shots being fired at DBS, taking down one member of CTR. Neon losing one member, and now Lona with one lone member left standing. He has 3 eliminations to his name, total of 4 to his squad. And right now, there is a lot of teams with 2 members left standing, 1 member left in OTR and Lona as well. And that is the end of Game Over Lona. But Neon Yonko getting shot at, but that doesn't stop him from throwing that grenade for now. And now he is trying to heal himself because we are down to the last 5 teams of this game. 12 players left remaining, and now since this is an open field, yes, we expect that we will see a lot of grenades being thrown, and that circle is eating everyone up. And now it's time to relocate. DCM Unfazed gets eliminated, and that won't be the end of the violence, the absolute violence just yet.
It will be the end of the absolute violence, but we are still down to the top 4 teams. The constant shots, the constant sprays are definitely reaching around the perimeters of the players. The main question still arises. The main question still stays the same. Which one of them is going to survive till the very end? The grenade once again in the hand of Outrage Esports. Python, he's going to throw it up. It's definitely going to go toward the players. Rips gets ribbed again at this time. Another peek. Grenade towards the players. Rips before that can actually got a finisher from a different team. Okay, Esports. Now these are the guys that did steal that elimination. But this point, Team Simps things are not looking good for them in a single instance. Team OTR, Team SYN, they just managed to wipe them out all around the perimeter. And remind you, they were a 4-man squad. They were a full squad at that time, and getting eliminated like this, oh, it put such a hard phase on you guys. But Python is also a solo player. One grenade more, one more damage over there, and he's gonna be out cold at this point. But no, he managed to get his back to 75% HP. The grenade goes into the corner of the room. Nobody's gonna get hit. It is a 3-way fight, 1 versus 2 versus 2. Outside it is Mad H. Mod H that is getting those damages from the grenades. Another grenade goes out. Python received a slight bit of damage. So 2 versus 2 versus 1. I don't think that these grenades are actually going to be able to like secure any kind of eliminations. But Mad H finally going over there, getting that DBS connected on the players, getting instantly back out from the house. Outrage Esports, getting a finisher.
And inside this house, it's about to be a mess. That is 2 versus 2. Neon versus DCM Syndicate. And these two teams, they still have utilities. They have to give it our all in order to win this winner chicken dinner. And this is between the two teams, Syndicate versus Neon. Now, wow, Mad goes down from that grenade, but that's not an elimination just yet. And whether or not Ayo can do something about that, something to retaliate against Neon, we'll just have to wait and see, because Yonko and the other member of Neon, they are still up and standing. They have Mad surrounded, and now they are searching for Ayo. Will Ayo survive this? Will this be a 1 versus 2 victory clutch, or will Neon come out with the chicken dinner right now? Neon, they are trying to hunt down the last member of Syndicate. Who will come out victorious? Here we go. We have the 2 versus 1 gunfight, and wow, Ayo, what has just happened? But unfortunately, with the numbers advantage, Neon secures this winner chicken dinner for our map number 4, our last map in Erangel.
Oh, we did. This is the final match of the Wrangle, and the winner chicken dinner goes to the Team Neon. 8 elimination. On the number 3 they go with 41 total points. Match points goes up to 18 to their name. Beautifully done. Beautifully done by these guys. It's an amazing start to these players. But the main question still rises. The individual stats. And on the top chart, who is on the number 1, who's on the number 2? 6 elimination to Yonko, 747. Bako with 1 and 167 damage. Shady with 0, 13 damage. And then last but not the least, it is 1 more elimination to the player's name with 354 damage to his name. An amazing start, an amazing end by these guys. But 69 elimination, 65 knockout, 76, 34 healing, 7 grenade elimination, 3 vehicle ones. And last but not the least, on the assist side, it goes up to a 37.
That was a really fun match, and you can see from the vehicle eliminations there were 3. And for now, MVP of the game is none other than Neon's Yonko with 6 eliminations for himself. Damage is 747, assist 0, knockouts of 4, and heals of 259 with a survival time of 21 minutes and 22 seconds. Of course, they did bag the winner chicken dinner, so we can expect that, yes, their survival time will be the highest. But the top players for the whole game, yes, we can have Mad, who survived until the almost end with 4 eliminations. And this is Ayo with 5 eliminations, Matu from ARC with 4 eliminations, and Kudaboss from FZ with 3 eliminations. That was your top 5 players for match number 4. And our next table should be the match rankings. And so Neon, they did get the first place with 18 points. Syndicate coming in with 16 points. Simp on the third place with 8. Lance with 7. FC with 6, alongside Arc and Lona. And OTR, actually. DOS getting 5 points. That is our top 9th placer for the match rankings, and we should be moving on to the top 10, to the top 18. Of course, we'll expect that they will have 5 points or lower, unfortunately, but still, it is what it is. We still have a second day tomorrow, and there are 2 maps left, the 2 Miramars later on, in order for these other teams to really bag some points for their team. And anyways, this is post match number 4, Torix.
That definitely is the case, but overall ranking, it is 66 for the team Game Over Lawns. There is the DCM Syndicate with 63, 41 for the Neons, Game Over Lana with 31, 26 for the DCM Unfazed, then returns with 25, 24 for the team Outrage Esports, DCM Xerxia with 22, Game Over Sims with 19. This is the first chart of the overall ranking after post-match number 4. After the 4 matches that we saw that the teams played after today, but 14 points to the Game Over are Iran Cars. In fact, once again on the number 10 they go. Evox gets 11, 10 for the Concept. Janoon Fidal gets 8, 7 for Dead On Side alongside of WKD, 6 for West Indies Sports, 5 for Vanity Esports, and 2, last but not the least, to the team SDMZ Zerons. So, checking the overall ranking, and depending on that, there is a really big chance that these teams on the very bottom, they might not be able to like secure their positions into the top number 5 after even tomorrow. But you never know. They may start gonna play from today, from tomorrow maybe. They make a comeback, get 10, 11 eliminations with chicken dinners back to back, and they can make their way into the top number 5. But top players, it is Matt H with 14 elimination. Then we have Anish with 13, 13 for IO, 12 for Saul. And then we have Kuda Boss, last but not the least, on number 5 with the 10 eliminations as well. So overall, it is double digits crossed over from each and every single one of them. A 2 for Game Lawns Esports, a 1 for Syndicate, and 1 for Neon this time around, leaving us with just the 2 Miramars. We do have to see how the Miramars are going to be played by all of these players, because a Miramar, it is usually a map where everybody plays super slow.
I agree with that. And of course, Miramar, the play style will be different. You need a lot of vehicles. You need to camp out a lot and get those resources in. But for now, we will be seeing that really soon. Our first Miramar map will be coming up, our match number 5. But for before that, we will be taking a really short break. Don't go anywhere.
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And these are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Once again, welcome back to Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. This is day number 5, and we have witnessed group number 3 go at it with 4 different maps, 1 Sandhawk and 3 Erangel. And now we will be moving on to our 5th match of the day, our first Miramar map. Once again, we are your casters. My name is Annie, and tonight with me is Torix.
Thank you, Annie, once again for the wonderful welcome. And yes, we are about to start our Miramar match, the second last match of the second last day. Remember this. This is the second last day. Tomorrow is going to be the final day for the playoffs. And after that, we will see the team top 5 from even this group to getting into the side of the grand finals. But here we have it. The match has started. The match has taken its start. From the Puerto Paraíso, we can see the plane line starting near the Puerto Paraíso all the way up to the El Pozo side. So even the circle needs to be into the favor of this plane line to actually like have any kind of an impact towards the players, towards the teams, because so far this plane line is giving such a huge positive energy, positive vibe for all of the players that wherever they want to go, the drop locations like Los Leon, the Picado, the San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, they can easily approach that. Even El Pozo is going to be an easy entry for the players, but the main question still arises if the circle is going to help the teams or is it not going to help the teams, because from that point onward we can deduce about the players and their really need of cars.
And that is the trademark of Miramar, needing those cars, needing those guns that can shoot from a long distance. And yes, we can see that the circle is towards the center north part of the map. A little bit biased to the east, but yes, basically it's all land, mostly land actually. And we can see from the flight path, a lot of these players are actually dropping off to the southern western side, so we can expect that a lot of these players will have to rotate sooner or later. But for now, all they have to really worry about is getting those resources, getting those guns, and then securing those vehicles. But for now, it looks like DCM Syndicate, they will be running into another squad. That would be Vanity Esports nearby. And for now, they will have to secure those guns, and whoever will engage first, whoever will come out of this engagement, um this potential fight between the two squads, we'll just have to wait and see, because of course they should be able to spot each other later on.
They definitely will be able to do that, but look at the kill feed. OTR versus JF Esports. Right at the very start, right at the very beginning, they are getting engaged into the fight. Odin, who gets a finisher. Oh my god, there we go. That's a second elimination that they're going to have for themselves. But Syndicate, Team Vanity Esports, they're right close to you. They're right into the proximity. Your player got the damage on him with those two players, with that player. So whatever you do, be very careful of your surrounding. Be very of that, because the Uzi is not going to work. Maybe against a 1v1, it can. But if there is two, you are messed up at that point. There is nothing that you can do unless that Uzi has a 35 bullets into its a mag at that time. But Python, he's throwing a grenade. He's cooking a grenade so far. But JF Esports, no grenade is going to hit anyone.
And it's still quite early on in the game, so we can expect that not a lot of people will be going down just yet. But unfortunately, though, for Outreach Esports, yes, they are down to 2 people, and still they know that JF is nearby, and they have to get something out of this skirmish, something out of that clash. But now they still have 0 eliminations to their name. But all the while, meanwhile, Syndicate versus Vanity, it looks like Syndicate, they don't have any eliminations to their name just yet, but still, a good thing is they still have all 4 members left standing. And Vanity, they are out in the open. Will Syndicate get one? Yes, no, actually, in the other way around, Vanity does get Tyan down on the knockout, but they don't get that elimination just yet. So Syndicate, they still have a chance to revive their last their down member, and all the while Vanity here, it looks like they have lost 1 member, and that is an elimination for the favor of Syndicate.
That definitely is the favor of the Team Syndicate at this time. Syndicate getting that first elimination to their name. Vanity Esports now together as a 3-man, in which case they're splitted. 2-to-1 ratio. The grenade goes over there. It's gonna take 3 down. Oh my goodness. Jane, whatever you're called, you are there to get all of that aggression done right at this point. It gets 3 down. 3 down. This is a big number, but same time, Mad Age managed to take down one player. The shotgun 1897 is going to strike true. It's going to take the player down, and he's going to actually get that revenge factor done on the player. Amazingly done. Amazing start, Team Vanity Sports. You are a beast at this point.
Yes, especially that grenade. That is absolutely amazing. We saw that. I
Deserved
saw
it.
that victory pose. Yes, yes, absolutely. I agree. That was absolutely amazing performance. We all saw that. You all deserve it. But of course, they lose one member from that engage. But at the cost of 4 eliminations to their name, that's great. That's absolutely great. But all the while, we can see Outrage Esports. They are all alone now in this place. Actually, no. I think that was JF at the at the lower floors of that building. But for now, it looks like they haven't spotted each other. Speaking of spotted, Simp. I can hear some bullets, but I don't think I see anyone nearby. But here, Outrage Esports. Grenades at the ready. JF at the other side of this room. It's just all a matter of timing, all a matter of peeking. They can hear the footsteps going down the stairs.
Oh no.
Wow, that just came out of nowhere. That goes down for Python from their own team member, I believe, actually. But now
Yeah.
Python is in a little bit of trouble. They need that revive, and all the while Lucid is the only one left standing, and Lucid is all the way in the other side of the building trying to get those bullets to connect to Change, but Change survives that, and Python, I can't say the same for Python because Python, they need that revive, but Lucid, they have to worry about Change as well, and those bullets aren't connecting just yet.
Those bullets, they're not connecting. Even right now, Python is trying to drop down from the building, but it's not available. The building drop is not available right now. Change can easily go upstairs. He can take the player down. He can take the player out slowly and steadily. He's moving forward. But a Molotov, if it was a little bit on the behind side, it could have been detrimental on the player. Now, Python, I know you are really struggling right now, but you need to know the fact that Change is actually coming over here to get your elimination done at this point. The smoke is actually going to hide you. So, Change, it is a M249 versus the UMP. The UMP might win it out, but the answer is no. Oh, beauty. You beauty. Lucid, you managed to take down the player, but also survive your own teammate, save your own teammate. I have to say, it was kind of falling onto you because you were the sole reason that the player actually even got that knock in the first place. So, you had to, whether you like it or not, you had to push to get that elimination done.
But they did manage to correct their mistake in the end in the nick of time because Python was very, very low on health. And meanwhile, looking at the other squads in this map, it looks like you can see that a lot of teams still have all 4 members left standing. And right now, alongside with Neon, and I believe a lot of these squads actually, they probably are just rotating into better areas, into higher elevations. Over here, Neon, they did have their vehicles making lots of noise, and I'm sure FZ from the distance, they probably heard those vehicles coming in, and now they are out for blood. They are looking for those eliminations. But for now, it looks like the circle will be moving on to the northern side of Miramar, and so we can just expect an engagement between these two teams, Neon versus FZ. It looks like FZ will be going down by the hands of Yonko. Yonko gets one elimination to his name, and all the while Shady, will he get this vehicle elimination? It looks like he's not aiming for that, but he is repositioning himself, trying to get those shots to connect, but it looks like that will be the other way around. Yonko goes down by the hands of a member of FZ. Bako, in the meanwhile, trying to get those bullets to connect. Whether or not he gets that knockdown, it doesn't seem to be the case because he gets shot at instead. He gets knocked down instead. That is 2 members down on the side of Neon Yonko, and that is 1 elimination of Bako. But all the while, it's not over just yet. Looks like Neon, they are still trying to get those eliminations to the side of FZ.
It's not over until it's over. This is what I want to say right now. The player are definitely trying their level best, but the main question still arises on how well they can defend it out for themselves. At this point, Neon Esports, you had the last match chicken dinner. The factor is that everyone's expecting a lot from you guys. So make sure you are getting same, like you are standing through those expectations and you're not making any kind of a mistake right now, because if you guys are, that means that there is something wrong going around for these guys. Something needs to be done, something needs to be changed by these players from that point onward. But aside from that, just look at that, 15 teams of 15 total teams that are alive. Slowly and steadily, they're making their way inside of those circle areas, those positionings, those beautiful locations that could potentially help them to get a really better angle, better pacing for themselves. But Fen returns. So far, their car is completely overturned. Someone needs to get something on that car to get that player back on, but it doesn't look like that way. It doesn't look that way. Aside from that, you're seeing Lona slowly, steadily. Let's see, Concept close to them. Jumbo Fen in the meanwhile taking the fight against the team ARC. ARC getting that knockout, and Captain taking Lona's player down. That's a knockout. That's a full finisher in an instant. Ooh, this sounds good.
It's not over yet. Concept Predators spots a member of Lons. I believe that is Lons actually. But they don't get any elimination. They don't get that knockdown. So for now, they do have to just reset, trying to see if they can get a better location, a better vantage point. But for now, it looks like Lona, they can hear the vehicles of Concept. And Concept, they are out of there. They are disengaging, and whether or not they will be going to the side of Lona, we'll just have to wait and see, because Lona also is trying to rotate. It looks like they have only 3 members left. And yes, all 3 members, they are in their vehicles. They are trying to get away. It looks like, goodbye. Goodbye for now. Goodbye, Concept. And all the while, meanwhile, Game Over Sip over here, they spot members of DCM trying to line up those crosshairs. But for now, the kill feed is quiet, and we are just looking at the circle here. Some teams still out of the circle, but that should change sooner or later.
It definitely will change sooner or later. So one thing is the fact that whatever the case is, the players, the way that they're actually like holding down the forts and each and every single positions, something needs to be done by these guys. You can see the DCM right now. They're here. They're alive. They're making their way into the positions, but it's 15 teams and it's Miramar. I mean, I was kind of expecting this Miramar to go kind of on the stale side, but this is going way beyond that. This is kind of going super slower than the previous Wrangles or the Sandhawk combined at this point. In this meanwhile, I do believe so in the 15 minutes marker, usually 13 minutes marker, we usually see at least 4, 5, at least 6 teams getting that full confirmation on themselves. But right now, it's only 3 teams so far, Annie.
It's going quite slowly, and I hope to see some more violence later on. But for now, Concept running away against the vehicle, I don't think that's gonna work out for them. But for now, it looks like Concept, they will be trying to shoot at Vanity right now. But whether or not those bullets are connecting, it doesn't seem to be the case, because the kill feed doesn't show to their favor. But for now, Concept, they do have all 4 members left standing. They do have their vehicles, and they do have a pretty good location. So for now, let's just take a look at the other teams. It looks like West End trying to shoot at members of Exos. That should be TTS Exos then. And for now, it looks like West End, yes, they are going to rotate out of there, because this place is a little bit barren. There's no eliminations to be seen. And so far, this is what I like about Group 3. They are not... They do take those risks. Unlike in Group 2, they're kind of like playing it safe. And unlike the group number 3, they do take those risks. They do chase those eliminations, and so for now it looks like those players, they will be trying to hunt down the other squads. And yes, they have a little bit of trouble with their vehicles, but they'll figure it out soon enough.
They definitely will figure it out sooner or later at this point, but what I'm seeing right now, Annie, is the fact that everybody from this point onward, they're making a really, really hard-hitting factors. Nobody wants to lose those points up for themselves. They want to make sure that they're ending their day at a good, decent note, at a really good note. So with that, now the fact is on the still side that how the players are gonna like into their fights, their momentums from this point angles, and how they're gonna survive, because one team already is close to another one. That's DCM versus the Team Simp. Both of the parties, they were super close. Team Simp is going to be the one that's going to be on the receiving edge, getting one down, getting the second player also down on his knees as well. This puts them in a really pickle position. This puts them in a super hard position where the only chance they have right now is the fact that whatever they do, it makes sure that the rest of the players that from their team survives somehow. They get some decent positioning inside of that circle, because right now it is a circle that's going to help you first and foremost. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that actually is going to like put a difference between you and the other team. Unfazed, they got a finisher. They got a completion on them at this point, and there is nothing from this point onward that they can do but wait for the next match, wait for the final match of the Miramar.
And Miramar, yes, it is quite a slow map. So for now, we can see that Ark will get shot at, actually, trying to get the crosshair to line up to the Simp player. But for now, it looks like the tables did turn and they did get knocked down. And now there's only one player left for Game Over, Iron Cars. And speaking of cars, that car just flipped over and that's not working out for them. Already one member left remaining to their team, and already their car is just messed up. But over here for Lona, they are inside this building where Concept is pushing into, and it looks like there will be a lot of bloodshed inside because Concept and Lona, they will be pushing in, and those bullets will be connecting. Some damage causing the knockdown on RYVXI from Lona. So that's one member left. That's one member down from Lona, and that will be a second member down. That would be the end of Lona completely by the hands of Concept.
It is a full finisher, full confirmation coming around the perimeter. Beautifully done by these guys, Team Lona Esports. Amazing job, amazingly done towards these guys. But still, the fact that the players are still kind of struggling at this point, it still is alive. It still is there. And how the players are actually going to like make the difference from this point onward, it all depends upon them. It all depends upon their positioning and their momentum and their like the gen powers at this time. Game Over Londa, those solo players, those trios at this time, they're trying to get those casualties done. But Anish, you're farther away from your team member. You're still farther away. Our Ron cars, they're getting that information on the number 13. Remember this. Now Lons, they have another team close to them that is, at this point, West End. The Molotovs, they are definitely going to make their way, but look at the kill feed. OPM getting a Zeron. There's DCM getting the knockdowns. There's Lon 5. Tama getting those knockdowns as well. So back-to-back, those are the elimination that we are seeing. And in a single second, from 13, 14 teams, we go down to 11 total teams now.
11 total teams, and that would be 28 players left remaining standing. And West End has one player left standing, and he is having trouble with their car. And all the while, Sershaw in a little bit of trouble. One member needing that revive. All the while, Madara here trying to get some revenge kills, throwing grenades, but He gets shot at instead. They are in trouble. Will this be the end of Sersha? We'll have to wait and see. It looks like their down member is completely eliminated for now, so Madara should be the only one that's left. All the while, Concept here doing really well with 6 eliminations to their name, and now they will be trying to rotate into where all the action is, going into that circle and trying to get a really good location. All the while, everyone else will be trying to rotate into the area, but for now, shooting at Fen. Will he get those bullets to connect? It looks like instead one member of Concept goes down, and now Concept, they don't have those bullets. Those bullets aren't connecting. They aren't getting the eliminations that they need. And here, Fan returns. They only have 2 members left standing, and they have 6 eliminations to their name. And so, between these 10 last standing teams, who will come out with the winner chicken dinner tonight?
Will come out with the winner chicken dinner tonight? This is the bigger question. This is the only question that is going around on these teams as well. So, Western Luffy getting that knockdown. It is a finisher on the team Western Esports. OTR Lucid throwing those grenades on the Team FC side, getting them down as well. Team Fen is low on that HP. One player is knocked out. There's the team, another one, CPT. And oh my god, just by looking at them, just by going through them, they have been completely wiped out of this game as well. So another team, another total name, a full name is no longer alive here from this point onward. We are down to a lot of lesser teams than we had at the very start of today. So far, it is not looking good for all those teams that were like somewhere around the bottom side of the game. So 7 total teams. What I'm seeing so far is the fact that all of these teams, all of these players, they are doing their uttermost best to get those casualties connected on the enemy side, because right now this is the only thing that they can do. But Xerxia gets a finisher. There is a grenade going around. Captain 3110 gets a knockdown. Concept, it is all over for these guys with another grenade from the Lucid side. This is a finisher. This is a confirmation. Full casualties going around.
And that just leaves the top 5 teams of this match, and with only 12 players left remaining, who will come out alive? It looks like Lawns, they are trying to rotate with their vehicles in, trying to push into the area where TTS Evox is. TTS Evox, they are in trouble because they are inside the building, but who will come out alive? It looks like the Molotov will be burning this TTS member down, and Lawns, they're not done just yet. They are throwing everything that they have. They need those eliminations, and they know Evos is inside Lawns, trying to push in, trying to get those eliminations. And Toma, they do get that knock on one member of Evos, and they do that elimination, but in the end they also get knocked down just like that. Gets traded off. Lawns versus TTS. Who will come out alive? It looks like TTS only has 1 member left standing, and it looks like this will be the end of TTS Evox with a 3rd party from Vanity Esports from the corner. Now things will get complicated for now. Lawns just came out of an engagement, and Vanity Esports, all the while, they are up and ready. They have the resources they need to get aggressive. But for now, everyone else, they need those eliminations as well. Everyone is vying for that winner chicken dinner, and that circle will just force everyone to meet each other in the center.
Oh, that definitely is going to be the case. Everybody's going to be meeting into the very center of the area. But the main question still arises, that 1 versus 1 versus 2 versus 2, how the fight will go, how the teams will eventually avenge their own players, get that chicken dinner, and which one of these 4 teams will have the opportunity of securing that winner chicken dinner to their own name. Because so far, they're not looking good. Everybody is getting shot. As soon as anyone's gonna spot someone, they're completely going haywire with the shots, with the fires, with the bullets that are being thrown on these players, on these team members. So whatever they want to do, whatever they're gonna do, they need to do it fast. Neon gets a knockdown on Shady. Now the solo guy from the team Neon is the only guy that's alive. Neon Shady gets a finisher. Lucid is also outside of the circle, getting that damage at Lawn 5. Now slowly and steadily, they're approaching the situation. Tama is going to have a grenade in the hand in the side of Vanity Esports. With Vanity Esports, are you going to survive that? Is Vanity Esports going to get that grenade on them? The answer is no. Now Leon Lawns, in fact, they managed to get that healing done upon on their player, and oh my god, let me tell you, the way they did it, it's amazing. Another one gets out. Lucid also leaves the perimeter from this match. Outrage Esports, they're gone. Neon Esports leaves this perimeter as well, and it is game over Lawns with their third winner chicken dinner, and a third chicken dinner in a single day.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Third winner chicken dinner. That is absolutely crazy performance by Lons tonight. And wow, this is the fifth map of this day, and that would be game over Lons getting the first Miramar map with an overall ranking of course, 1. That is the third chicken dinner after all. Match points of 18, total damage of 1,155, total elims of 8, and total points of 84. Wow. And now we can see that the team stats of the individual players: damage 331 and 3 eliminations going to see Toma. It actually Toma actually, never mind. Maddie getting 1 elimination, Anish getting 1, and Soli getting 3 eliminations. So that is the individual team stats of each of the members of Lons. Very familiar names. And of course, match summary: 64 eliminations, 63 knockouts, total healings of 8,815, grenade eliminations of 10, assists of 26, and unfortunately, we saw 0 vehicle eliminations for this map.
Yeah, that's the only sad part that I'm seeing. Miramar, it is a no vehicle elimination. This kind of puts me into the sad side position. But aside from that, Vanity Esports, it is going to be Sane WB. That's going to be the MVP. 7 elimination, 974 damage, 6 knockouts, 424 healing, with a survival time of 22 minutes. Into the game. Top players are going to be Sane, then we have Python, then we have Lucid, then we have 3x110, and last but not the least, from Lons Esports, it is Saul with the 3 eliminations as well. We start with Vanity. Even though Team Lons is the team that manages to get that winner chicken dinner done on towards their own players, they still fell short into the top players at match number 5. They were not able to secure those individual elimination stats, and because of this, they're somewhere in the top 5 positions. But 18 points to the team Lawns, 14 points to the team OTR, 12 for the team Vanity. Then we have 10 for the team Concept, Neon with the 10 as well, 6 for Finn, Evox, 5 for Xerxia, and 3 for DOS.
And that would be the top 9 teams of the match number 5. And of course, we will be seeing page number 2 sooner or later. But for now, just talking about Lawns with that third chicken dinner for tonight. That's absolutely crazy performance. And of course, just taking a look at the rest of the teams: Lona getting 3, Simp getting 2, JF as well getting 2. Sin, FZ, Arc, Zeron, and West End each getting 1 point from this map, and unfortunately, WKD walks away with nothing after this map. And now, just taking a look at post-match number 5, game over Lawns with the 3 winner chicken dinner, placement points of 36, elimination points of 48, with a total points of 84, almost crossing almost there with the 100-point mark. DCM Syndicate coming on seconds with 64, Neon coming in third with 51, Outreach Esports getting 38, Game Over Lona with 34, and for the rest of them, they aren't in the top 5, but Fen Returns has 31 and etc. But for now, just taking a look at all the other teams, they definitely have to step up sooner or later, because the top 5 is quite far away. 84 points for Game Over Lawns. That is a lot of places. That is a lot of points to be had. So if they want a chance to step into the finals, they have to work harder tomorrow and in this last map, Miramar, later on.
They definitely do need to work hard as much as possible. But going to the post match number 5, total points, that is on the second chart. Concept with 20, 17 for Evox, Vanity Esports, 15 for Game Over, and so on, that were on your screens. But top players overall is going to be Mad Age with 15 eliminations to his name. Then we have Anish with 4. Then we have Python with 13, Soul with 15, and Toma, last but not the least, with the 13 eliminations as well. Once again, it is 3 from the Team Lawn side, Then we have one for the Team Syndicate and one from the Team Outrage this time. Okay, that the faces have changed, the positioning have changed, and finally we see some new names. And I don't know why I'm rhyming like this, but I am on my A game.
The rhymes. But yes, actually, Python has been doing a really great job. And so it's not a surprise to see his name up with the top players. But for now, yes, this is group stage, day number one for group number three match schedule. We just saw the first Miramar map with the victory of Lons, with the third chicken dinner of Lons, by the way. And yes, that was the end of our first Miramar map. That was match number five. We will be witnessing match number six, Miramar number two later on. But before that, we will be going into a short break. Of course, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back real quick.
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay?
You were saying you're so brave. What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me. You'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's run from here.
Let's go.
These seem like werewolf experiments.
And this? These are vampire serums? Huh? Look, this must definitely be Dracula.
Should we touch it?
No. We shouldn't touch it at all. But let me tell you something. I've seen in movies that cracking the serum gives you extra powers.
He's saying not to do anything like this.
Oh man, are you understanding this better? Maybe he's saying to try it. Look, even the diagram on the wall suggests it. The picture says it all.
I have returned.
I can feel the power!
Bro, Zelmi? I'm really scared.
Yeah, man, don't be scared. I'm here, okay? Ah!
You're saying you're so brave? What happened now?
Man, what is this lone survivor guy even saying? He doesn't even have subtitles.
I think he's saying we shouldn't have opened the book.
Lone survivor guy is the most intelligent among us. I'm sure he's asking us to open the book. By the way, what is this?
This thing seems very valuable. Give it to me, you'll break it.
I can break girls' hearts, bones of enemies, but not this. I'm sure I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ooredoo Nation Gamers Land Maldives Championship Contender Series Season 3. This is the final match of day number 5. This is the final hope for the group number 3 into their first day. But this is Torix with me. Once again, it is Annie for the match number 6 as well, for the final match as well. As we head into it, Annie, what are your thoughts for it? Because so far, the teams have proved themselves really well.
So far, actually, Lons is really in everyone's eyes because getting that third chicken dinner just speaks about how great they've been performing for tonight. But for now, it looks like the flight path will be going from the southern western side, going up into where Campo Militar is in the northeastern side, but it's a bit biased towards the southern east side. So El Pozo might be a little bit of trouble to get to if that's where you want to land. So it all depends on where the circle will end up, and hopefully it won't be in El Pozo because that will just spell trouble for everyone involved. But for now, it looks like a lot of these players they are dropping off actually either in the eastern or the western side of the flight path. So yes, everyone's just trying to do the best that they can with that flight path. But of course, the circle is very nice tonight. They're giving southern western side where the flight path is already in, so a lot of these players they don't have to get those vehicles really much because it's just nearby, everyone can chill for now.
Yeah, they can chill for now, but it still doesn't change the fact that the circle has taken those early shifts, whereas those teams that do prefer to drop down at the very end of the circle, at the very edge of the circle, now they are going to be getting into a really difficult position. Even look at the team SMP. The solo guy, I think it is, that is dropping down right now at the El Pozo side, but moving to the other teams, if we are talking about them, just look at that. Not even a full team. 3 teams that have not joined with their full squad. WKD is one of them. Neon is one of them. And then there is the team FEN. Actually, I do believe so. There is at least one. Okay, Fen did join with the 4-man, but they have lost one of their players. Evo X is the sole responsible that took 2 of the team Fen's player down.
And that's the sad thing about Fen returns. Their 2 players will not be returning anytime soon. And for the rest of the game, they will have to survive with only 2 members left. And it looks like there are 2 squads nearby Fen returns. So that is just gonna be trouble because West End takes down a member of EVOS. And all the while, Fen returns, they're just watching from afar because that's all they can do with the numbers disadvantage that they have. Evox, they're 1 member. They need that revive. It looks like it. But for now, they won't get completely eliminated just yet. And there's still a chance of revival. And everyone else is just having a good time trying to get the best guns that they could. And then meanwhile, they will be getting those vehicles later on. Because once again, this is the second Miramar map. And of course, we'll be expecting a typical Miramar playstyle, a little bit slow, a lot of vehicles involved, but later on, once the circle gets really small, we can see a lot of action.
Oh, I do want to see me a lot of actions at this time. I really want to see the players get those fights, get those eliminations for themselves, and take those fights as soon as possible for their name as well. Because this is the point. This is the point in time that you want to make sure that you're not making any kind of a wrong move. Because if you are making a wrong move, You can like set it up for yourself at this point, get it back on your feet, get it back on the track. And no chance of even making a single mistake. You make a mistake, you're gonna pay with your whole team member's life. I do believe so with that at that point. So no mistakes, no options, not even a single option for mistakes at this point. But Lana, there we go. They're pushing JF Esports. They are close to them, but can they push? Can they get those eliminations? This is the bigger question. The players are definitely into the close vicinity, but it still matters on the fact that if the players are ready for that aggressive stance or not, or if they're just going to stay into the backside.
And that will be Janufida's one member getting shot at, get that knocked out, and that would be 2 eliminations to their side. And it looks like there will be a third sooner or later. Will this be a complete wipeout change? The last person standing, they do get 2 eliminations to their name, but at the cost of losing everyone else in their team. And now Lawns will be nearby. That is Lana, actually. They will be nearby trying to hunt down Change. Change is the last person left standing in their team. And now Lana will be pushing in. Change is just right behind this wall. And Lana, they are out for blood. They want that last elimination now. But those side steps, they're not working out. They're trying to go for another angle now. Lana will they get this elimination? Change going in with a really good rotations, and now the grenades are out. Let's see who will come out alive. Will Change survive this engagement? Wow, Fen returns actually. Meanwhile, they do get completely eliminated out of the picture, but all the while, still Change is still alive. Change will be trying to leave, be the last hope of their squad, because with that, once he's dead, they're completely out of the picture. It will be over for JF.
It definitely will be over for JF at that time, but there we go! The DBS finally made its connection. It is Noon Fida that is no longer alive into the game. They have been completely eliminated from this perimeter. From this point onward, we are down to the 17 teams. Alana is down to the last guy. It is as well. There is some casualties around the perimeter. Evox on the other side. They also have one of their player knocked out. So Weston, those grenades are definitely detrimental, but this is a wrong move. This is a wrong angle that you threw the grenade from. So, whatever you do from this point onward, go back, get into the cover, and rush together. You need that rush. You got those 2 eliminations. You have those knockouts on towards the players as well. If you want to, you can. If you want to get those eliminations, you most certainly can, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have the opportunity, have the potential to get those eliminations for themselves. But the main question still arises, that if they are going to push on the players, on the team members of the side at this point, or they're just going to stay into the backside, going to stay alive till the very end. They're going to try to survive one of these sort of things. We will find out in a minute.
And hopefully something happens, because yes, the answer will be yes. TTS versus West End, who will come out alive. It looks like TTS is in a little bit of trouble because they lost a member just now, but West End, they aren't faring well as well, because it looks like actually TTS, they have 2 members needing that revive, but all the while West End are doing quite well. They still have 2 members left standing, although they lost 2 members as well, and now they have a 3rd member needing that revive, Luffy. Luffy is the last person standing. That could be the hope of the team, and they still have a chance of reviving their other member, but whether or not he gets that opportunity, we'll just have to wait and see, because for now it looks like TTS is still out hunting down Luffy. They have the numbers advantage. TTS has the numbers advantage. He can still revive his last member, and all the while Luffy over here, it looks like he can't get that opportunity now that he's gone completely. And that is the end for West End Esports at the hands of TTS Evox.
PDS Evox gets that elimination, and at the same time, they're getting those eliminations from the play circle as well, back to back. So either you get that elimination done, or you are going to be the one that's going to get eliminated. It's definitely happening. It is one of those two of things. But right now, Evox, it might be spotted by the team that is right close to them. That is Arc at this point. Atlantic 07. He's close. He is close. He wants to. He can spot the player down. He does spot them down. He gets the player down. And in an instant, it is all over. As the second player, that is Lahute, he gets a finisher from the play zone. Team Evox, they are no longer into the game, but they did manage to derive a really decent amount of fight from that perimeter.
And getting those elimination points, that's just what matters, although they didn't get those placement points. But still, Arc, they did a good job. They found TTS in a bad spot. They just got out of an engagement, and Arc came in and cleaned up the rest of the mess, and they have 2 eliminations to their name because of that. But for now, there are only 2 members left standing, so they will have to go ahead and reset because it looks like the circle is already at stage 2, and they will have to rotate towards where the safe zone is, because for now, the circle, actually a lot of squads are already within the safe area, and so that's good for them, and it's also good for us because with all these squads congregating in one area, we are sure to see some bloodshed later on.
Oh, I do love me some bloodshed nonetheless, but the circle, it's going to bring even a bloodbath to every one of these players. It is not in the favor of any of the teams because it can either go south, it has the potential to go north, it has the potential to go the eastern way as well, and if it goes western side, oh, that's a complete open area. You don't want to be in that anymore. But aside from that, we do have to see what the situation is for these guys, what they are going to do, or how they're gonna survive from this point onward. But there we go. Team Lawns, they are getting those knockouts on them side, and Niche is going to be the only one to hope for the player. The spray, the accuracy this guy had. Wait a second, he is on a different breed. He is a different breed right now. The way he got the knockout, he got the confirmation, and in an instant, as soon as he got those 2 things, he was like, yeah, I'm out of here. I am out of here. I don't want to do anything with you guys from this point onward. He's in the safer side. He is definitely into the safer side. 13 teams in, ladies and gentlemen. Team Lana, they are down to the last guy. Team Lons is down to the last guy. There is the Team ARC with the duo. Team Concept, if they manage to get their player back onto their feet, which they did, they are going to be a 3-man party. Then we have Neon with a 3-man party. Aside from that, everybody else, Zeron, DOS, Vanity, Simp, everybody, they are a full squad, the 4-man. But there we go. Into the satellite view, we can see some fights near the Team FZ and the Team Lons as well.
And hopefully we can see something changing with the number
my
of
God.
players, because we need some violence up in here. And it looks like DCM on Phase, they have spotted members of CPT, and whether or not they can get these eliminations, we'll just have to wait and see, because Shamatu has the grenade in hand, and will that grenade deal damage? It looks like that's not the case just yet. It's just a little bit of damage to one player of CPT. Bullets, will they connect? And that's the connection, but they get traded off as well. Unfazed loses 1 member, but they do get that knockdown on another team. And so, with the third party coming in, how will they fare? Sin is all the way in the other side, trying to get their own elimination. Senpai getting shot at, but with those healing kits, he can get up and running. And now, FC, they do have the higher ground, but how long can they hold out with their location, because there are so many teams surrounding them, shooting at them, and what can they do with only 3 members left standing?
Yeah, that's the thing. What can they do with the 3-man standing? Lons is there, brushing down the cars, getting those eliminations as well for themselves. 13 teams. And those 4-man squads, are what's going to make the higher authority alongside of this perimeter. Because I told you, Annie, if the circle goes west, We are in for a surprise. The players are getting ready for that bloodbath that is about to occur in a short while. Circle is completely out in the open. There is no way in the place that the player can stay into the safer side and can be like, yeah, we're going to take the fight into the safer side areas. No, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to get out of your safe side areas. It's from this point onward, because if you don't, that means that in the instance that you like make even a single wrong, it's over for you. It is going to be over for you guys from that point onward. Team DCM and FaZe, they are pushing, they are closing in towards the side of the team Xerxia. But Xerxia, Madara, he gets a knockdown. On the other side, Xerxia, he's in the car. He is in the car. The player is knocked down, but Syntax, can you get him down? This is the bigger question, because Tada, he's receiving the damage. He's getting the damage from the different angle. Unfazed. They are definitely unfazed. Like their name, they are showing their aggressions unfazed.
I agree with you right there. And they are not done just yet with the crosshairs, trying to see if they can find any potential pickoffs, but they won't be able to find it just yet. Xerxia is just out of their vision, and it looks like Kuda Boss finds them, but those bullets don't connect. They don't get the elimination that they need, and now Senpai will need to rotate out of there because that spot is just not doing it for him. And right now, FZ, Unfaced, they only have 3 eliminations to their name. So it would just make sense that they will be hungry for those eliminations. And so far right now, we still have a lot of teams still up and standing. And now that the circle is closing in at stage 4, hopefully we can see something change later on.
We do have to see if something changes later on from this point, or it stays exactly the same as it is right now. The circle take a northern side shift. So definitely one of the few places that are needed to go for these teams. That is one more on the side that, yeah, someone's gonna take the fight as they're trying to move inside that circle. But ooh, I do like me this Murado. It is one of my favorite Murados out there, Annie, honestly, personally. And this guy, Bottler, I'm a fan of you from this point onward just because of that Murado.
Of course, little things, little vanities. But speaking of which, Zeron, they are still in the 0 eliminations, and I don't know if they can get one, but they do have one member needing that, make that 2 members needing revives. Not looking very good for them. They are already down in the numbers advantage, but this grenade, will it get one? It does. It gets Python. Gets knocked down, but that's not a full elimination just yet. But now Butler is the last member standing in their team, and he doesn't even get that elimination. Oh, come on, please, just give him one. Just give him one. Have mercy on Butler. But yes, Butler doesn't get that chance, and one member of theirs dies already, and 2 needing that revive, but he doesn't get the opportunity. Wow, gets one, but will he get finished? Will he get that elimination? He does get that elimination. Butler really, really good with this grenade here, but that's only one elimination. Although right here, Outreach Esports has their own battle as well, trying to get those eliminations. But here, Duin Whip is the last member standing, with Python still needing that revive if the last member of Outreach Esports even has the opportunity to get to them.
Yeah, Odin Who, the last guy standing, it is versus him versus Bottler at this time. 13 teams are alive, dead on sight. Let's see. Halaf, be careful. You are also the last guy. Your buggy is smoking hot, and you are gonna get eliminated by the hand of the Sims. Sims gets dead on sight out of this match. The tap fires on Team Neon. Beautifully shot, connecting on towards the player side, but not enough to get them eliminations from this point onward. 28 players are remaining, 11 teams are alive. We are done with 2 more teams, but they're on outside of the circle somewhere. One player of their team is knocked out, the other one is receiving the damage from outside of the circle. Lawns, they get eliminated. 84 points with 4 in this match. That's 88 points, and I don't think so anyone's gonna be actually like trying to even achieve that unless Team SYN managed to get a chicken dinner with 10
10 plus elimination to their name, then we'll have a chance. Then we will have a chance that, yeah, Team S1 may be able to like take over these guys, take over the players of Team Lons, but Syndicate, I don't think that's going to be possible because Mad H just got wiped out with a single car. Simp Batman, he gets a knockdown with a grenade from the cynical sides, but there we go. Game over Lana. They get a finisher. There is the Tata getting a knockdown alongside of Senpai with a single grenade of Bottler. What is up with this Bottler guy and his grenades? They're hitting on point. Oh my god.
And all eyes on Bottler. I guess that's why their name is Bottler. They're really good at bottling up these grenades. But for now, it looks like we have a lot of grenades being thrown and a lot of bullets, but the kill feed is a little bit quiet. We can see one knockdown, but for now, Syndicate, Orpheus is the only man left standing, and he is in between a lot of squads. And now, for now, if you're the last person standing, I'm sure the biggest priority would be surviving. But for now, Shady trying to get those long-ranged shots in. Will he get that elimination? However, that would be the question because for now, that answer is no. Shady will have to get into this panda car and try to get closer to where the action is because so far, nothing is going well for him from where he is standing now. And all the while, Concept here spots Sasuke from Vanity Esports. Will he get that knockdown? He does get that knockdown. Whether or not he gets that elimination, we'll just have to wait and see because Kuda Boss is the last person standing and unfazed with a grenade in hand. I'm just wondering if he will get that elimination that he needs.
That is a big question. Will he get that elimination that he needs, or the answer will be a no this time around too? But DCM and FaZe, they're getting for the full finisher on themselves. Iran cars, they're still alive. Atlantic is there. 2 eliminations to their name as well. But Bottler, oh my god, this guy single-handedly got 6 elimination for the teams. A 6 elimination. That is a big boy number right there. T-Mark, duo. Team Zeron, a solo. Xerxia, a solos. Team is Cynical, a solo. There is the Team Neons with the solo as well. But Team is Simp, they have the 4-man alive. Concept with the 4-man alive as well. So Syndicate, something needs to be done by you guys. Neon, you need to do something. Syndicate, I was talking about them a while ago that they are one of the few hopes that need to survive till the very end if they want to like take over the side of Lon.
I agree with you right there, but over here, Simp, they do spot Xenon's last member, Sersha rather's last member, that was Syntax. And of course, they do get that elimination, completely eliminating Sersha from the picture. And for now, Simp Goodman is getting shot at from all sides. Syndicate Orpheus, the last member standing from their side, they get picked off, and that is the end of DCM Syndicate for now. Now we are down to 5 last teams in this Miramar map. This game will end very soon, but for now that circle is stage number 6, less than a minute before it closes in. And for now, Shady is the only member left standing in Neon, and now everyone else, I believe Simp, yes, they do have 4 members left standing. And speaking of Simp, they are getting shot out by Shady, and Shady does get that knockdown but not that elimination. Over here at Arc, 2 members left standing, and it looks like Neon does get eliminated off. Yes, speaking of Arc though, that Arc from that grenade, will it get a member from Concept? That answer will still be no, and we'll just have to wait and see if anyone else will be going down by the hands of these players.
Oh my god, Atlantic, this is your time to shine. Throw that grenade, get that elimination, but no, you misses both of those grenades. But now the DSLK managed to get one down. The second one also gets taken down. Can you get a 3? Can you get a 3? The answer is yes. Single-handedly, Atlantic does a 1v3 on the Concept side. Concept is out. Simp with the 4-man. Team Arc with a solo player as well. And now Zeron is also down to solo man. It is the mini 14 taps is going from the team game over Simp side. Will it hit? Will it connect? Zeron, you are down to the last guy. Someone needs to take you down because at this point it is getting way too hectic. Behind the car he is. Let's see. Atlantic gets a finisher behind that angle behind that ridge. Okay, wait a second. I was not expecting the team Arc to get eliminated at this time, but nonetheless, it is Zeron. Now the lonely guy, everything's residing on his shoulder. The Mini 14, the Scarl makes its way, and it's over. It is over. Game over Simp with the match number 6 to their name.
Wow, congratulations to Simp for getting the winner chicken dinner for this last match. But actually, my eyes were on two different players. Bottler, number one. I saw that they got an unstoppable, so that's gotta be like at least 7 kills. And actually, Atlantico, before they got picked off, I believe they were up to 7 eliminations as well. And over here, game over Simp. Of course, they do get that winner chicken dinner with match points of 19, total damage of 1,492, total eliminations of 9, and total points of 40. And of course, we will know their overall rank later on. This is, after all, the last map of the day. And so we'll just have to keep the excitement for now. And of course, we will be expecting to see the individual statistics for Game Over Simp later on. I'm sure it would be an impressive number of eliminations, but of course, Butler and Atlantic, they almost got 10, 10 eliminations, but for now, it looks like Simp's Reno gets 1 elimination, Badman gets 4, Suit gets 1, and Goodman gets 3 eliminations. And this has been Game Over Simp. They won the winner chicken dinner for this map.
They won the winner chicken dinner, definitely, for elimination to Batman. That's 3 for Goodman. So these two guys, they're a pair of Goku and Vegeta, aren't they? They are definitely competing against each other with those eliminations. Then we have 69, 77 healing, 3 grenades elimination, 24 assists, and 0 vehicle eliminations on top of that. But Annie, this was the final match. Remember this. Meaning, from this point onward, the players now they're gonna set a standard. They're gonna set a standard for themselves from this point onward, where they want to stand for tomorrow's matches, because they have played their today's matches. They are done with their today matches. Now you cannot do anything on it. You can just hope. You can just focus on tomorrow. You can just get better for the tomorrow matches. Read the teams, read your opponents on what they have done tonight and what they are doing wrong, and then retaliate on that.
Yes, I agree with you right there. You have to learn from this day in order to improve for your next chance tomorrow. And speaking of the MVP, that would be Zero and Butler. Yes, I completely agree. With 7 eliminations, damage of 1,071, knockouts of 7, heals of 463, and survival time of 23 minutes and 43 seconds. Zeron, I believe, wow, they are the second team actually, top 2 team to survive in this map, and Butler just carried the whole team with 7 all eliminations. Those grenades just kept on connecting, just kept dealing damage. I'm not even surprised that he made it as the MVP. And of course, I was talking about Atlantic 7 actually, with 7 eliminations, survival time of 23 minutes 26 seconds, a damage of 736. Simp Badman with 4 eliminations, as well as Bun 4 eliminations as well. But the difference is in the damage. And of course, top number 5 would be Simp Goodman, a member of Game Over Simp, the winner of this match, with 3 eliminations, damage of 515, and survival time of 24 minutes flat.
Oh, it definitely is the case, but going to the match ranking, it is 19 points for the Sam, 13 for Zoran, Arc with 12, 8 for Concept, Evox with 7, 5 for FZ, Sin with 4, Lana with 4, alongside of Lons as well. But on the second page, on the second chart, we do have to see how many of the players still manage to get 0 to their name, and that is a Vanity and WKD alongside of the team Fen as well. OTR having 2 alongside of DOS, but JF, Xerxia, they're gonna have 3, and Westend, Neon, they're gonna secure 4 points for themselves. A really decent one, a really decent match. Not a lot of zeros in this match, at least, at the very least. Only 3 it is, but Fen, WKD, where are you standing right now into the overall? This is what we have to see because I can see Fend returns on the number 8, but aside from that, going from the number 1, it is 88 points to the Game Over Lawns, the TM Syndicate with 68. There's Neon with 55, Game Over with 40, alongside of Outrage. There's Lana with 38, Unfazed with 32. We had talked about Fend returns with 31, DCM Xerxia with 30. And the second chart is going to show a lot of disappointing faces tonight.
And we will be seeing that map right now. Concept with 28 points, gave over Iron Cars with 27, TTS Evox 24, Vanity Esports with 17, SDMZ Zeron with 16, Janon Fida with 13, Dead on Sight with 12, West End Esports with 11, and WKD with 7. Although this has been 6 matches today, there's still another 6 matches tomorrow. So if these teams that haven't made it to the top 5, they want something to change, they have to do something. They have to do something to improve tomorrow. And speaking of the top players, we can see Mad still here with 16 eliminations, and Lance's Ianish with 16 eliminations as well. Lona's Manu with 14, Lance's Esol with 15, and Outrage Esports Python with 13. Those are your top players for the overall, and of course that's not to be questioned because these players lived out the lines of 3,000 and 2,000. And so far, this is the match schedule. We have just seen match number 6, Miramar, with the victory of Game Over Sim. And that is the end of our day number 5. Yes, day number 5 for group number 3, day number 1. And now, Torix, this is the end. That was match number 6. What can you say so far?
Oh, it was a delight to my eyes today. It was a really fast-paced matches. Today's matches were really fast-paced, so I'm expecting a lot action from these teams in tomorrow's matches as well. But right now, guys, this is all from our side. This is all from us because of 6 matches they have done and dusted. The teams now need to prepare for tomorrow matches, but don't forget to tune in for tomorrow as well because out of these 18 teams, the top 5 will be moving into the grand final. So stay here with us. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and join us tomorrow as well. Until the next time, until tomorrow, we will see you. Until then, have a beautiful night and take care of yourself. Goodbye.